Yeah, we back on Sunday night. The pen in the pocket, keep the heat up right. BMac, E Lop in the booth tonight. Step to the mic, let the whole game ride. The pen, let it rip, let it fly. BMac and E Lop, we live tonight.
All right, and we're live on the pen.
We live.
All right, let us know out there how the sound is. We've been working on this sound, so we're really hoping you're going to be able to hear us. We think we sound a lot better this week.
We do
So
to
if you
us,
can,
for sure.
Give us that feedback, Big Dave. If you're out there, send BMac that text so we can make sure everything sounds good on this end.
Yes. Hope everybody's doing well out there today. Hope you had a good weekend. Hope you weren't too upset about the horse race yesterday.
Yeah, that horse race is a bummer for me.
I guess it's always a bummer.
Yeah. All right, I see we're on there now, so we should be able to get a little bit of feedback if we're rolling or what.
Yeah, I hope so. Here, let's see.
Yep. Should be good. We got a good matchup here today. Rangers, Tigers. Let's see. I'm going a little bit of my own.
Well, Tyler Holton's on the hill, left-handed pitcher from Tallahassee, Florida. He was a left-handed reliever for most of his career. He's known more for his pitchability more than his velocity.
Still sounds like we're kind of quiet here.
Really?
Yeah. Let me turn this up here. Hold on.
But that could be just...
Now let's try it. I think that might sound a little better.
Sound better?
Just let you hear it. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right, so we sound good. We got it. Might want to turn this up. Turn down the Peacock game. Turn down the volume on the Peacock announcers. Turn the volume up on us. Turn down the Peacock game. Just make sure we get in there. Turn down the volume on the Peacock announcers. Yeah, just make sure we get up in there.
Oh, up here close?
Yeah, just make sure.
Yeah.
All right.
I am.
Good.
Gotcha.
Good to go. So tonight we got Rangers at the Tigers.
Beautiful stadium. Look at that backdrop.
Nice
Love
stadium. Looks like a nice night out there for baseball
It
today.
does. It does.
We were wondering if it was going to be rain, cold, how it was going to be, but
First pitch, fastball up.
well, fastball up.
It's coming out of the stretch again. A little stretch piece. Testing. There
All
we
right,
go.
there we go.
All
Took
right.
that little
All
echo
right.
away. G, thank you very much. Great show for you tonight, guys. We're going to be joined by 15-year Major League veteran Jason Grilli.
Yep.
Jason pitched in the 2013 All-Star Game. He had a good run with the Pittsburgh Pirates around that time, 2013. So we're going to do like we do every week, chop it up with Jason, talk a little bit of baseball, talk about some stuff that he's got going on now, Rock and Ball Wines, and just spend a little bit of time with him. We're going to go here for the first three innings, myself and BMac.
Yep.
We'll bring on Jason in the fourth through the sixth as he's going to be zooming in, and we'll go from there. We'll have some fun tonight.
Yeah, a good little slider right there in the outside corner.
Slide piece.
He threw a cutter a second ago. Different pitch.
So right now we're looking at Brandon Tate Nimmo. He's out of Cheyenne, Wyoming.
Yep.
Former Mets star.
I've never been to Wyoming, have you?
I don't think I've been to one, no. I've been to South Dakota.
Yeah, I haven't been there either.
Yeah.
This guy's got good hair in the back.
Got nice
Got
hair.
it wet down.
Yeah.
That could be looked at as cheating, actually. You could use that to...
He's got to have product in there.
He's got to. Who's the outfielder who does that, wets his hair all the time?
Oh, Marsh.
Yes.
Yeah, it's.
Oh, base hit up the middle.
We've been seeing some good hair this year, at least. How about that? We saw what
Well, first of all,
Holmes,
your
Garrett
hair.
Holmes.
Your hair.
my hair's flowing, yeah.
Your hair is nice.
But Garrett Holmes a couple weeks ago, we kept
Yes.
calling him Clay a little bit, but it was Garrett Holmes. Yeah.
Yeah, I apologize for that.
Oh, that's all right. No biggie there.
Yeah.
All right, so we got man on first. That's going to bring up. Now, how about this? This guy is a guy batting now, Andrew McCutchen, that our guest tonight, Jason Grilli, actually was on a roster with.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That had to be 13. What? How many years ago was that?
Yeah, so Grilli was on the Pirates in, let's see. He was the Pirates
Oh, in
2011 to 14.
Yeah.
And Kutch was there, what do we say, 2007 to, let's see.
How old is he now?
McCutcheon was there 2009 to 2017.
Wow.
He's now 39 years old.
39 years
Yeah.
old, hitting
Yeah.
a buck 95. Well,
Yep. And then he's back with the Pirates. He was back with the Pirates 23 to 25.
yeah.
So
He used to be a
2009
really, really good player. I mean, he's
Yeah.
probably still a really good player, obviously.
Yeah, still a good player.
Yeah.
09 to 17 with the Pirates. We're going to make a note of that so we can talk to Grill about that.
Yeah. I like this kid right here pitching. You know what? I would have appreciated a tap on the helmet there by my catcher for
Yeah.
a little love, because that was a strike.
So this is Tyler Holton is what you said, B.
Mm-hmm.
Tyler Holton. He's out of Tallahassee, Florida. You ever been there?
I have been to Tallahassee, yes. I've been all over Florida for sure.
That sounds like somewhere that might have played some games.
Yes, yes. I like Florida. Florida's fun.
So got nobody out here. Kutch up 3-2 count. Let's give you some details on this game today here.
I wonder if this guy can Holton runners on really well. Hey now.
He's Holton them on.
He's Holton them on.
Oh, good cut by Kutch. 3-2.
You know what? Not only with the new rules in baseball, it must have really affected Holton, because he can only Holt guys on twice
Yeah.
and pick over there twice now.
Yeah. So let's see. In this game, it looked like the Tigers were a favorite here. Minus 114 over under was 8.5 today. Tigers come in at 17 and 17.
Blowing. You got him.
All right, look good there. And the Rangers came in at 16 and 17. A couple of 500 mediocre clubs here.
Yep. Really, the season's still just getting going.
Just getting going. Just getting started.
Look at that
Long
beautiful
way to
that
go.
is right there. I could actually. I used to fly into Detroit a lot when I used to drive up to Canada,
Okay.
and I always kind of liked, because you drive up, you can see the stadium from the road when you're driving up to Ontario.
Okay.
I like that area. 8 Mile. Yeah.
Now, actually, Grilli was born in the Detroit area.
That's right.
He left to New York as a youngster, went to high
Yes.
school in New York, but he was from the Detroit area.
Yep. Grill, first round draft pick, 4th pick overall.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a guest to have on.
He went to Seton Hall, and I do remember. I'm trying to remember if he did pitch against us in college in a kind of tournament or something. But
Okay.
I think I know he's younger than I am, but I think we'll see. But we were teammates in the White Sox organization in 2004 when I was in Charlotte. That's when I really got to know Jason pretty well, and we were locker mates actually for a while. Great guy. Can't wait to talk to this guy.
Yeah, he's 49 years old, so he'll
There
be
you go.
50 years old this year.
Yeah,
A little bit younger.
a little bit younger.
It's crazy when a 50-year-old's a little bit younger, right?
What, you just turned, how old are you?
52 just turned.
So I'm going to be turning 52 as
You'll
well.
be turning 52.
I was
yeah.
thinking I was going to turn 53
You're gonna
yesterday. I was
you'll be
thinking
turning
about it.
52.
52. Okay.
52 in a couple weeks.
That's right.
A couple weeks away.
A little Taurus action, May 20.
A 520. you and DG3 sharing the same birthday.
Yeah. Oh, we just struck the guy out. We're going to commercial break.
That's it. Struck him out. We didn't even know. We're having such a good time. We're going to go to a break.
great
We'll join
day.
you here in the bottom of the first.
tall glass of water on the hill right here. Who's we got here? Oh, this isn't him. I thought starting was going to be
Should be.
lighter. This isn't light, is it?
No.
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 A little scratch.
Oh, wait. What'd they do? They did a pitching change.
No.
Yeah, they did. Tigers are still in the field.
What?
Tigers made a pitching change there. We thought it was the end of the inning. We had so much fun, having so much fun talking. We didn't even know what was going on.
What is going on, though?
So Tigers just made a pitching change.
That doesn't make, I don't understand.
He struck Seager out,
Yeah.
and they brought in Brennan Hannafy to
Hannafy.
give up a base hit.
Yep. That was weird.
All right. Will they bring him in to throw 10 pitches?
We'll have to do a little,
We're doing a little homework right now.
yeah. Get our guys looking at
Yeah.
that.
Hey, guys, check into that, would
Check
you?
into that, guys.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh, by the way, everybody, hope you all like the shirts we got,
Yeah. New shirts.
representing
New-
ourselves.
New the pen
Nothing like it.
shirts.
I like it. You know what we could do, too? We could get pens that say the pen.
Pens. That's it.
As,
Pen.
as like
Pen
marketing,
pens.
marketing stuff.
So this says the Tigers gave Tyler Holton 3 hitters, and now it's on to Tyler Hennepy, or I mean, it's on to Hennepy in relief.
But that's just what that's a weird answer.
Yeah, no, that's just what's.
So like, hey, coach, bring me in like in the 9th if you want.
Yeah.
But, you know.
3 hitters and he's out of there. Huh.
Give that man a contract.
Tyler Holton. So did a lot of research on Tyler Holton, only to have him gone after
Yeah.
after the first 3 pitches.
I liked what I saw, though, but
Yeah.
hopefully his career's going to continue, or I don't know what's going to happen.
So I guess they got a right-handed hitting portion of their lineup, but they can't keep doing this.
I mean, talk about, what do they call that again when they go to the bullpen like that? It's a
Yeah.
staff, or
Yeah, well, they'll call it
I forget.
like when they use a reliever to start the game? Or
Well, no,
something
like when they just go like quick, it's like going to be Mr. Bullpen,
Yeah.
Johnny Bullpen staff
yeah,
thing,
right.
whatever they call
Yeah.
it.
They'll be filtering in.
If I'm a hitter, I'm sitting on sinkers because he throws them 70% of his career.
Jake Berger, this guy can bomb.
Yeah.
So we're back to Jake Berger at the plate here. Jake Berger, he's out of St. Louis, Missouri.
Little St.
Midwest
Louis.
guy.
Beautiful. And the pitch, little sinker, there it was.
Got a note saying here that Jake Berger tore his Achilles twice before ever getting on to his MLB career and success.
Jeez. Same one? Probably.
Yeah,
That's a tough injury.
yeah. Especially twice to come back from that.
My legs are so skinny, I never had an Achilles to worry about. I don't think.
Let's see what we got here. 1-2 count.
Slider.
Struck him out.
Got him.
And that will end the inning.
That will end the inning, yes.
We'll see you in the bottom.
Yes.
back.
We're back, ladies and gentlemen. Eric, you go ahead and name this guy. I'm going to fumble it.
Kevin McGonigal.
Kevin McGonigal.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a good job,
What do we know about him, B?
He is from Chesterfield, Michigan.
A little hometown guy
Little
here.
hometown guy. Highly regarded young prospect. Local Michigan connection. Strong bat-to-bat skills and the pitch.
Oh, he did just put the bat to the ball there.
Did a little bit.
Popped him up.
Little F5 for all y'all out there scoring.
Yep. He attacked the first pitch.
Now batting number 2, Matt Verling. You know, I'm just going to start doing that. We could actually do the announcers.
All right. He's not number 2, but he's the second hitter.
Well, that's... Sorry, everybody out there. Tough crowd.
It is Jack Leiter. Here
Jack
he is.
Leiter.
Jack Leiter on the bump.
Ew, boom. Power pitcher, fastball up, strike. Al Leiter's his father, one of the pitchers I really enjoyed watching throughout my younger years.
You said he's a former Vanderbilt guy. Who else went to Vanderbilt, B?
David Price, I believe, did.
David Price, okay.
Yes. A couple, I mean, shoot. Didn't Strasburg go there too? Or maybe not? They used
He went to San Diego State.
Did he? There's a lot of guys. Vanderbilt's got a lot of players.
Yeah, that's currently Riker Waits currently at Vanderbilt, starting shortstop there. Shout out Riker, played with Cam at Queen Creek.
Woo-hoo.
They got Queen Creek picked to win the high school championship again this year.
There was a first-round football player drafted from this area too, wasn't there? I saw in the NFL. Somebody from around here.
I think there just was, yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe went to Gilbert maybe or
something like that. Okay, we got a 1-2 count here. He's been throwing the ball up, a little fastball up. Let's see what he does here. He's got a hammer too.
Shakes him off.
Fastball up. Got him.
Got he.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. 97.
Yeah. Knock him out.
Look at that. That's pretty good stuff right there.
Yeah, high cheese. That looked like it was in the zone too, right?
Yeah. Kind of got a little Kerry Wood to him a little bit.
Oh, man.
The fastball rise piece.
Yeah.
Now batting third. Colby Keith.
Keith.
Here he goes. Oh, hammer. Oh, I like watching this guy.
Like this guy pitching?
Yeah, I do. Little 12-6 piece. That wasn't the best one he's got.
12
That was good.
6, sir.
That was like 12-3, but it was good. Ha! Change up. Little split piece, possibly? No, change up. 92.
Another one.
All right. Got the shift on.
Shift.
Oh, that was good. That was good. And the pitch, fastball up. You know, I'm going to tell you what's coming next. That higher or a hammer?
All right, let's see what we got.
I'm going to say 12-6 piece down.
All right, let's see what
Then
happens.
you can
here.
go always back up. Let's do that.
Let's see what happens. 12. We're looking for a 12-6 down here, folks.
12-6 down.
If B. Nelly was sitting there, he'd have a completely different answer.
He would be all over me. He'd be all over me. I guess.
He
I'm
would have
just
a
guessing.
completely different answer.
Yeah, I cheat.
Let's see what we get.
Oh!
Hello, 12-6 down.
It was slider, but I'll take it. It was breaking ball. There we go.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jack. All right.
Yeah, it dropped in more of like a.
Yeah, little sliders.
All right.
Okay. Well, that's good
Or
stuff.
whatever it was. Colby Keith didn't think it was.
That was a
coming.
third out.
Wow. Man, this game. We'll be back.
Hey, we're back.
We're back, baby.
You guys can see the behind the scenes here. It'd be fun to watch.
We have to do a behind the scenes episode one time.
Little sync
Oh,
piece.
that's a nice pitch right there.
That is a good pitch. Change up 89. Little cambio for all you Latinos out there. All right.
All right.
Evan Carter. Now
Bring
back.
up Evan Carter.
Splitty down. Change up down. Evan Carter is from Elizabethtown, Tennessee.
All right. Evan Carter.
Got a little twitch. Kind of reminds me of a little bit of a, what's your boy's name? Your boy.
Who is it?
Whose son's playing right now?
Oh, Cody?
Yeah, a little bit of a Bellinger in him, a little bit.
Another guy up already.
How about that guy? He looks like Mr. Baseball almost.
So what are they going to do? Go 3 pitchers, 3 batters, 3 batters, 3 batters? You got another guy warming up already.
I don't even know what's going on here, but I kind of like it though. It's going to be more exciting in a weird way.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Whoever goes 2 gets the W if they happen to win.
Is that what it'll be?
Well, in a game like this, if you don't go 5 and nobody
you
goes
can't
5,
get it, right.
Yeah, whoever's winning when they're in there, I guess.
Yeah, that's how we got to be. Yeah. 3-2 count here to Evan Carter.
Got that change up, little sinker, you call it. Little
Now
4-3.
That looks like just fielding the ball and just carpet. That infield looks so nice.
Yeah, yeah. That's that good Detroit dirt.
Yeah.
All right.
Rangers look like a much better team on the road this year.
Next up, we're going to have Ezekiel Duran.
Duran, let's go.
Duran. Little Dominican Republic lineage. Nothing like the Dominican Republic. If you guys have never been there, I suggest you get a ticket and go.
Make a trip. Call your travel agent.
See? It'd be fun to go to a winter ball game in Latin America.
That would be awesome. I really would be. Oh, nasty. First of all, how do you take that?
Right. It's like, wee. Here we go now.
Cade Cunningham action at the game. I don't know if there's NBA tonight. Maybe the Pistons are playing tonight or something.
Good.
Man,
I like
that pitch is
That
nasty.
is sinker. Man, he must get lots of ground balls, I'm sure. I wouldn't take him out right now. I mean,
I wouldn't either.
What's going on?
I don't know.
Maybe the whole team was out late last night and they all got in trouble. So they're like, you know what? Screw all y'all.
Could be it.
Just because we got to play this game, we're going to, shorten you. 6-3.
Oh.
Good hustle.
Nice
Good hustle.
play.
From the nice name of Ezekiel Duran, we're going to have up the most common name, Josh Smith, now coming to the plate. From Baton Rouge, Louisiana. My parents came out to Baton Rouge, Louisiana when I played at LSU for the regionals. That was a fun trip. You could see like things about Shaq and everything all over there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was there at the same time we were, wasn't he? I mean, Shaq's
He was there right around
a little
the same
right
time.
before maybe we
Just
were?
before,
Yeah.
yeah. Lots of left-handers in the lineup.
Yeah, and
You
then
notice that?
that's why they said they were starting with that lefty, but
Maybe they're, yeah. Little F.
that's gonna do it for the top of the second already.
6.
Wow, these games are flying by. We're gonna go to commercial. We'll see you in the bottom of the second.
Yes. What about this? Like down here says Mike Line.
All right, we're back.
Hello, yeah. All right, Al Leiter's back on the hill.
Mark Leiter.
Yeah. Fastball up, 98.
All right. All right, we got a sound check. We got a sound check. We got a foul ball here.
Foul ball.
All right. You said it's a little bit better.
A little bit better on the.
All right, well, we're going to just have to enunciate.
Can they not hear us out there?
A little echo.
Fastball in, makes contact. 0-2 count. He's going to go higher than high right here or another hammer. That's what I'm calling it. Hammer time right here.
What's doing that?
We can't play the game because of
Where's that coming from?
rights.
Come on my phone. There we go. All right.
Jeez. Little choke up action. He better choke up. Oh.
Oh.
Little slide piece. Grilli just asked why we can't have the game on here too. So what's the right?
Yeah, just copyright infringement.
Copyright
You can't have it
infringement,
on for
yeah.
copyright. Not allowed to show the game.
Yep.
All right. Much better, he says? Good.
All right.
So we can leave it where it's at right now? How do we sound, Timmy? You tell me, Timmy. We're coming out for you, buddy. How do we sound? Shout out Jax. I don't know about 2026 World Series chance for the Cubs or not, but I'm with you. I hope I wouldn't mind it happening.
Jack Leiter.
So.
Fastball up, strike one. You could actually, this is fun because you can actually, you know what he's going to throw.
Thanks, Tim, for the feedback. Said it sounds good now.
Good, good,
We're going to leave it where it's at.
good. We should never touch it again.
I'm never going to touch it again.
Slider, strike two. 0-2 count. Now he's going to throw a fastball higher than high, or he might come back with a little 12-6 on the outside corner right here. But he's ahead in the count, which is really good, so he's able to do whatever the heck he wants. Fastball up. Yep. And now here comes the 12-6 hammer, just because he hasn't thrown one in a while. But he's been throwing that slider a lot,
Well, he has been throwing that slider. The slider's a good one.
But that slider's kind of like, I mean, it's good, but he's got a good.
Is it not sliding?
Yeah, I mean, he's just throwing good fastballs up. So look at
that's
this
a
guy.
nice pitch.
98, just domination.
Another
it.
strikeout.
I like it.
Another strikeout.
He's aggressive too. He's not falling behind. He's got a good mechanic. I never seen him pitch before. Kind of reminds me of a little Jason Grilli action. Grilled cheese.
Yeah.
And the pitch, fastball, I'm guessing, right there. 98. I'm going to say, I like doing this. Do you like me when I do this?
Yeah.
I'm going to say another fastball, because if it ain't broke, I ain't going to fix it.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. A little high heat or what?
Fastball away, probably a little bit up. Oh, he threw a changeup.
Is that setting him up now for this next pitch?
Well, yeah, but that wasn't the best changeup, but he's ahead in the count, and he's aggressive, so it worked.
Okay.
I mean, in real life, that could have been hit out, but
Yeah.
I mean, if I was hitting, I might have just hit that out, because 93 was my speed.
Right. That's what you liked?
Yeah. Here we go. Fastball. Nope. 12-6 hammer. Dirty.
Man, and we are
Now,
zipping through this
is there any
game.
hits? I'm just going to call it right now.
We're going to talk about it when we get back from the break, B.
All right. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen.
Top three, Tigers have no hits, Rangers have two. Tigers have none, Rangers have two.
Yeah, I'm calling this right now. My pick to click is the young man on the other team pitching, Leiter. I could tell he's got his A game going today.
Yeah, he does look like he's got his A game.
Little split piece, fly ball, center field, F8. Do I see some sprinkles coming down out there in the
He
outfield?
might, it's very possible.
Wow.
I'm not going to rule that out. Guys, just as a reminder here, in the top of the fourth inning, we're going to be joined by 15-year Major League veteran, 2003 All-Star Game pitcher, Jason Grilli.
Grilled cheese.
Grilled cheese. Talk to you after the break.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. That was a pitching change. Now, pitching, I don't know yet, but it's a left-hander though, yeah. Big, tall, izquierda. Zorro. And we've got a left-handed hitter up here. We got
It's Brandon Nimmo, the leadoff hitter.
Brandon Nimmo. Look at this guy. Oh, he's tall. This guy reminds me of somebody else I remember with the Yankees back in the day. Who was that big, tall, fire-throwing Yankee guy for a while?
Lefty?
Yeah, he pitched for a lot of different organizations, but he was a Yankee for a while.
Not Araldis.
No, not that one. Hunter is pitching.
All right, so Brandon Nimmo at the plate.
Fastball away, 91 sinker. Get out of the park.
All right.
Here we go. Next Sunday, 7 p.m., we got Detroit versus Kansas City.
Nice. Sounds like it's going to be a good one.
Yeah. Fastball, got him. A little bit up, but that's a strike for sure.
Got Nimmo.
H to the Nemo. Little 3/4 slot. It's pretty good stuff. Now batting Jason Grilli's older teammate, Andrew McCutcheon. Fastball away, ball. I bet you this guy's got a good changeup with that arm angle.
The McCutch.
Kutch.
Looks good, 39 years old.
Yeah. Little sweeper, Johnson. Sometimes the best pitches in baseball are ones that don't do anything when they're supposed to.
Yeah.
Cement mixers. Good pitch. Down. They call that a changeup. That was a fastball. Got a 1-2 count. Now you're going to see a changeup. On the plate. Bounce this on the plate. Or just a bit outside. Looked like he blew out his labrum on that one. This guy's got a little rock in his windup. It's kind of fun to watch. Animated.
Anime. You ever watch that stuff? Popped him up.
Little F4.
On the infield.
Oops.
Whoa, oh.
Hey now. Nope. What was his name? What's his name? Who's the guy?
What was his name?
I forget.
Cleveland.
Yeah, I forget.
We'll talk about him in the bottom.
Anyway, we're going to have, yeah, we're good. Go ahead.
All right, and we're back. Bottom of the third.
Fastball, strike one, getting ahead in the count, nothing new. You guys are, I think we're watching something special here. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not afraid to say it. Trying to fire up his laptop, says Jason Grilli.
All right.
Yeah.
We know all about that stuff.
All good. Oh, a little change up down. 4-3. Got him in there.
All right. One down at the bottom of the third. That's going to bring up the next guy that's not going to get a hit.
I was going to say, it doesn't matter who's coming in next.
Right. How you Lee? How you?
I don't know,
Lee?
Eric. It's just natural. Stop asking me all those questions.
How do you Lee? Oh, hold
Here
on.
he goes.
A little too late.
Fastball away. Strike 198 seems to be the number. This guy's got a little Cabrera in his face.
He got a little Cabrera. He does. He does. For being an Asian guy, he does look a little Cabrera.
Little Hesop Choi.
Yeah, a little Hesop.
And the pitch, slider, well, that should be a strike.
That was a strike.
I mean, yeah. 0-2 count. What do you think he's going to do here, Eric?
The high fastball isn't working.
High
but
fastball.
I think high fastball, or he's going to go slider way away.
Good call. Good call. Fastball.
Fastball,
Yep.
okay.
99. Just trying to get a little bit more on it, see what he can do, get a little more looser.
Yeah, I think that
I
was
don't
just
blame
an
him.
0-2 pitch,
Yeah.
like set up for later maybe.
Yeah. It wasn't a competitive pitch, but, you know,
Not by any means.
he's thrown every other pitch competitively, I'll tell you that. Here comes a fastball up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not where he wanted it. I don't believe that's where he wanted
It's
that pitch.
not where he wanted it. He wanted it higher. Now he might just say, you know what, I'm going to throw one up and in. You know, you want to back somebody off the plate eventually, and then you got that hammer or 100 away.
Hey guys, just a reminder, hit that like, thumbs up on the YouTube channel there and the subscribe button. Make sure you're subscribing and you're hitting the alerts so you can get the updates of when we go live. Coming here up soon as the season goes on, we will have some spot starts, weekday games.
Yeah.
Might see a matchup we like and might get on with it.
Yeah.
So make sure you like and subscribe. It helps
Fastball,
us.
strike 3.
Helps out the, what do they call that when you're, algorithm.
Algorithms,
Yeah,
yes.
helps out the algo.
I played Little League with a gentleman named Algorithm. He was good at
Algorithm.
little.
Could he dance?
Yeah. Nope.
Oh, man.
Grill piece, I love it.
Well,
Yeah.
Brian shouted out the new Penn shirts here. You can see those. Those are, we're going to have merch. Those will be up on the site here soon. There's a strike. We got Grilli getting dialed in here. Be working on some of his own behind the scenes.
You could tell. You could
A little different pitch.
you could just tell though, like you know when you feel it, you just throw it and let it go. He's just throwing balls and just letting them go.
Yeah.
You know, it's awesome.
Cam says torque bomb. I like the torque bomb call, but right now they
Ooh.
can't even get a hit.
Yeah, not today, kid.
Lighter's dealing.
Yep, too high.
Popped it up.
McCutcheon.
That's going to do it. Bottom of the third.
Bottom of the third.
This game is zipping by. We're going to see you here after the break. All right, guys, top of the fourth here. Rangers batting here, and like as we'd like to do, and bring on our guest in the top of the fourth inning.
Call to the pen.
There he is. There he is. You got it? A little technical difficulty for a second.
You know what? It's okay. I felt it's Sunday. I felt like God was calling me from the pen. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing today. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready. Need a few more warm-up pitches down here on Earth.
Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, there he is. There he is. If you need to cut me off, it's fine, Eric. There he is. Jason Grilli, everybody. Grilled cheese. My old locker team. What's up?
Are you in a closet somewhere?
Feels like it. Feels like it. You know, we had a setup out in the living room the other day, but I came in here today and Eric had moved it back into this bedroom.
You guys like, take fungos off the wall. That's why you got the backdrop with some grass.
Yeah.
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 It's only half grass. Like, what's going on
Well,
there, dude?
you know, it's the first year of this. We're trying to get some sponsorships, maybe grow it, things of that nature.
I've got you.
You know.
Well, hey, we got rock and ball wine.
We'd love to have a rock and ball wine sitting right here
Yeah,
sometime.
absolutely.
That would be excellent, man.
Yeah. That's awesome, man. How long you been doing that for now?
This is year 4. Had to do a lot of clean sweeping.
Right.
If you, starting and then starting and starting over and starting again.
Right.
Business is hard. Transition out of baseball, right? A lot of us are.
Right.
When you get out of it, you get routine and you jump into this business world. We know about RBIs, ERAs, and not terms like KPIs and. What's this margin for this? You're like, what are we talking about? Show me the way, and people take advantage of you when you have the uniform on,
Right.
and especially off.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. That's awesome.
yeah, trust is a thing, man. It's hard
Yeah.
for everybody.
You got some teammate players that are partners with you with this, or just kind of?
No, this is just me flying solo right now.
Yeah.
I'm been very fortunate for the names that are coming on board and the people that I've talked to.
Yeah.
Obviously, Yogi Berra is my biggest baseball name. I just friends with Franco Harris, is the Pittsburgh Steeler legend.
Yep.
Franco Harris, his son Doc, and his mother graced the name, image, and likeness of Franco to be on 2 bottles. We have a champagne brut called Immaculate,
Nice.
for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
And his red wine, because his mother was bloodline is from Italy. That's why the Italian army in Pittsburgh. That's how that all came to be over here.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah.
man.
So
You know who's somebody out there that's probably listening to this right now? I'm going to say this way. Mike Colangelo, I think, wants to have a bottle of that wine. Because he's 7 for 8 off. He says he's 7 for 8 off of you, lifetime.
he is. But you know what? Someone had to help him get to the big league. So might as well be a friend.
I love it.
Just being a friend.
Yeah, that's funny, man.
It's okay. Some guys figure you out sooner than later, and then you figure them out, and then we break even. It's like, listen, man.
Yeah,
If you want to get a hit off me, I'm glad.
Yeah.
If these little singles, little breaking a bat, flares, if that's what you want to say, cool.
You know, be a good guy working for your company. Joe Jimmy, I think, would love to.
It's another one of our great friends. That's how we know each other.
Yeah. Yep.
I just saw Gangemi
Did you? Nice. Where at?
in his hometown. I was going to pick up the Franco Harris wine for the NFL draft.
Nice.
I drove down from Toronto and Syracuse, and
I saw that
anytime
video of you with Sean Casey's going into his house with the wine too. That was kind of cool.
Yes.
Yep. That's very cool. Awesome. So we're already at the bottom of the inning again, but we'll just stay on right now.
Yeah, sorry, we went right over, guys. We made all your guests for doing terrible broadcasting job, guys.
It was going the
distraction.
best beforehand. I mean, Leiter's got a no going, so it's all good. He's got good stuff today.
You can't say that, bro. You're not supposed to tell people that. They can see that. Don't say that.
No. See, but I'm changing that a little bit because I said it since the first pitch. He was my pick to click. I said he's going to throw a no. So
Oh, man.
That's how I'm doing it.
Yeah, there's some talented varmints out there now. These freak shows that are there. It's a different brand of baseball, though, isn't it, than we played when we borrowed it?
Well,
It's way different now.
when I did, it was different than me, but I remember you as quite the power kind of arm at the time too. So
Yeah, I just like I said, with all the shrapnel and prosthetics they had to put in my arm and my ankle,
Right.
I mean, I got my injury list is quite extensive, almost as many jerseys as you see in the background.
right, yeah.
There's my warpath. You know what I mean? And I got some prosthetics that helped me out late in life here.
Well, you had Tommy John. What year was that?
My first arm injury with Dr. Andrews on the slab on his table was 2000, a stress fracture. He put a screw in my elbow,
Mm-hmm.
and that caused Tommy John in 2002.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, you were coming
Yeah.
back from that when I played with you. That's right.
Yep, but he fixed the flipper, and that was a time, man, when people were sticking needles in their,
Yeah.
left, right, just to feel good, and I was like, I can't do it.
Yep.
After seeing a grown man lactate, I was like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah. That is funny.
Am I allowed to say that on the show?
Oh yeah, you can say anything on this show.
Whatever you like.
There's no filter? No filter.
No filter.
All right, there, we got you dialed in now.
There he goes, Eric. That a boy kid.
Yeah.
All
took,
right.
me, took me a second. We got you dialed in.
All right.
Where's your producer behind that curtain?
Yeah.
Yeah. Get him down here,
Yeah,
man.
we're still the show's on a budget right now, so you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
shirts.
just got the new merch going, so
Yeah. So far,
All right.
we had Donnelly on here last week, Brendan Donnelly.
yeah.
Okay.
We had Farnsworth on 2 weeks before that, talking about fighting and stuff. That was fun.
Boy, you're calling all the oldies but goodies, man. I'm glad to be in this
Yeah.
firing mix.
We got John Lieber coming on here soon, and guys like that, so this is going good. James Baldwin's going to be on here.
Nice.
JB, so, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of fun. So we're definitely fun to have you guys on here. Fun for BMac to rekindle some old relationships and just I'm right same age as you guys. We looked it up. You're
Almost 50.
couple years younger than us.
Yeah.
But it's cool for me being a fan of the game and watching all you guys playing my whole life to be able to get on here and chat with you guys and then just see BMac talk about the times you guys had together and then hear some of the old war stories. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. What's the level, highest level you got to, Lope? You just play high school, college?
I played high school. I was a bowler in college. I gave up.
Hey,
I gave up baseball.
strikes of a different kind, bro. That's about where we go next,
Yeah.
Yeah, I gave up baseball for bowling, but I did do it at the college level. So
A couple 300s right here.
yeah, so
No way, dude.
Yeah.
You guys lined up with Joe Beimel, was a big bowler. I don't know if you've seen that. Joe Beimel,
Is he?
the
the
lefty.
lefty, yeah.
Maybe he bowls. Well, I don't know if he bowls right or left, but
Yeah.
look on his Instagram page, dude. That dude is an avid bowler.
I'll have to check them out. Yeah, but yeah, and then I coached, youth all the way up. That's my son there. Coached him all the way. He's playing at Mesa Community College now. Coached him all the way through the 17, 18U. So had a lot of fun with that. Just a baseball nut, baseball fanatic. My brother's currently an assistant at Youngstown State. In Youngstown, Ohio, D1.
Yeah, that's right across the border here. I'm in Pittsburgh, so that's like an hour away. A lot of good Italians over there. I gotta get my vino, my grape juice across the state lines, man.
Yeah, maybe we can link you guys up because I know they have every year. Every year they have an old pro that comes in and does a golf tournament with them, and just to they had Andrew Jones come in last year and different guys every year.
Who's he?
My brother.
Andrew
Jones.
Jones.
Oh yeah,
Easy.
Yeah.
Legend.
Yeah.
One of the greatest center fielders of all time.
Absolutely.
Seriously.
So we linked up, me and Eric did, when I moved to here from Fountain Hills back in 2010?
2015.
2015.
Well, 2015 is when we linked up.
Yeah.
You might have came
That's
out
right.
here
That's
before.
right. And then we taught Little League, or we coached Little League together with my son and his son and all that stuff. So that's how we know each other.
Yeah, he was
Okay.
he's the first guy I met when I moved out to Arizona from Chicago in 2015. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know this is to hide. Say, hey guys, we're busy. We don't want to do any housework and
Yeah.
mess with the kids. We're going to go in the basement and do this,
Yeah.
watch baseball.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah,
Love
yeah.
it. Love it. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's exactly what we did.
Yeah. So we got
Every day.
Colby Keith up here, 2 down in the bottom of the 4th.
Oh, Eric, getting back into the broadcast.
Yeah,
that boy
just
kid.
gonna
Yeah. By the way, we got a game going on.
That's right, that's right.
if you're
Al
at
Leiter.
home that don't-
yeah,
I call him Al Leiter. I like calling him Al.
yeah.
I
So
go,
let's get into talk a little bit about you, Jason, your career a little bit, if you don't mind here. 15-year MLB career, sound right?
Yeah, dabbled, yeah.
All right. Now you were actually originally drafted by the Yankees in 1994, but you didn't sign that one. right?
True. I was 17, and I think I have a picture right here. Look at this guy. You ready for this?
Let's see it.
Humble pie. This is a guy that was not on gear right here.
Wow. Yeah.
Look at that. Ralph Macchio in
That
the
is,
flex.
that is beautiful.
I was
175 pounds.
Sweep the leg.
yeah, about $150 right there.
Yeah.
Soaking wet.
Sweep the leg.
Sweep the leg.
Could be a base hit?
Yes.
No.
Nope. Got him.
All right. Bottom of the fourth, we're going to keep it here and wrap through the commercial with Jason. No sense in going to a break.
Yeah.
We'll keep talking with you here. Yeah, and then this is unbelievable. I mean, somebody's got to be it, but first round, fourth overall pick in 1997 by the San Francisco Giants.
Yeah.
What round were you? What round were you with the Yankees?
I was a projection pick. It was like there were some pre-draft deals going on because my dad said, I told my dad, I go, Dad, I'm 17. If I'm getting drafted and looked at, I go, if I go to college, I said, my whole thing was I didn't want to take my shirt off in gym class.
Yeah.
So I was like, let me beef up. Let me see if I can get better. If at least the spotlight's on. I got their attention. Bearing no injuries.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep working hard. I said I told my dad, I want to be a first round pick. My dad signed for a Snickers bar to play, and he made it to the big leagues just on guts,
Right.
So when I had an opportunity, just playing catch with my dad out front in high school, I said, Dad, all right, after we wrapped up, I go, yeah, I'm going to be a first round pick. And he looked at me and goes, do you know what the hell you got to do for that? And I'm like, yeah, actually I do. Yeah, I do. And I'm going to go for it. So that's what's going to, this is like,
awesome.
but I got my mind made up. I think, and I have to say across the board, I'm no different, right? Why did I make it? I got to say, just my mentality, just the fortitude and the mentality. That makes what freak shows. You could be big, you could be small. Look at the different disparities of.
Yeah.
Look at Kirk, the catcher for the Blue Jays, to Altuve. And then you got big cut up guys that are just weight room warriors. They make it work.
Your makeup,
right?
yeah.
So they're all freaks of nature, but it's the mind that's the differentiator on what the big leagues. People always say, "What's the difference?" It's the mind, bro.
Right.
To me.
Right. And you know what? When you see your social media too, like that, and what you're doing now in business and stuff like that, it's still like it's the same thing. Like there's a lot of guys out there that are looking like, I don't know what to do the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? But like, no, like you're out there doing stuff, making noise, and it's cool to watch.
Well, no one's holding your hand. I think everybody thinks that you're still making millions of dollars. It stops.
Right.
When the uniform comes off, it's painful.
Yeah.
I had a really good last cry. I was sorting out my locker and my jerseys and sweatshirts and championship goggles, and even the dudes in the Rolodex. You're sitting there going like, all right, I can't call him for breakfast. He's in Utah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's it hurts because your friends go away. You make new ones, of course, but it's like how many people, if you're a billionaire,
Yeah.
who do you hang out with? Other billionaires, but how many of them are really around you maybe? And are you always picking up the check? Probably. It's a very, it's a lonely at the top kind of thing. So, when you go out here and you're like, hey man, you go to some of these Christmas parties and stuff, you're like, and you hear like, hey, so how's your 401k doing? I'm like, this is what we're talking about right now?
Yeah.
It was a very different conversation, and it, kind of awkward in a sense because there was one Christmas party after I retired I went to, and everybody talked, the men were talking like they couldn't get off the restaurant. So, hey, have you been to this restaurant? Hey, and I was like, dude, how old are we? How old are we, man? This is like, what's your name? Where do you live? How you doing? And then it's like, come on, tell me a story, bro.
Right.
Tell me a story. Like I missed the locker room because it was always laughing with and laughing at.
Heck yeah. Joning on each other, making fun of each other. Right.
Yeah, it didn't matter.
Yep.
It didn't matter. And here's the 0-2 pitch. What's going on?
Look at that, a boy. Got him. Okay. Back to our talk.
Yeah.
Got 2 hits in this game.
And nowadays, it's like, fans, they're just, what's going on in the background, and am I making money on my parlays? It's,
Yeah. It's true.
Yeah. I tell you, one thing I saw on your Instagram that I might have been on the Rockin' Balls, and we'll shout that out. Got a couple Instagrams here. Grilled Cheese 49. And then, of course, as you heard us talking about the wines, Rockin' Ball Wines. There's a little Yogi Berra edition.
Love it.
I definitely want to
Little
ask
Yogi Berra, my bad.
That looks like a in winter ball. What was the blue? The Johnny Walker blue box.
Oh, the Johnny
doesn't it?
Walker Blue, yeah. No, we went big fly with this.
I like that.
Had to.
That's nice.
I mean, for Lindsey Berra, who's a dear friend, become a dear friend, and started with an acquaintance, and just, how I got into this is really the story.
Okay, let's hear it.
Sharing my roots, playing for the World Baseball Classic, Team Italia 3 times.
Saw that. That's awesome.
Yeah, that whole process was cool and crazy. Long and short of it, playing for the greatest tournament, it's the greatest commercial that baseball could have done because.
What was your qualifier to be on Team Italy?
I wound up getting my passport back in '96, proving my Italian heritage, which the laws have kind of changed or whatever. But I hate when people go, oh, it's even this year they get people going, these guys are American, they're not Italian. I go,
Right.
wait a minute.
Right.
Wait a minute.
Right.
You go tell that Asian guy he's not Asian,
Right.
or
Right.
this black guy he's not black.
Right.
Let's call it what it is. Stop.
Right.
Stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
Right.
Let's just stop.
Yeah.
That's why people go, who are you? My bloodline. Yes, I wasn't born in Italy. I'm not
Sure.
ashamed to be American.
Right.
I'm not ashamed to be Italian American. I got some Irish blood in me. It's just identifying with where we came from. That's the
Sure.
story.
Right.
That's what this wine was really all about, sharing your roots, being prideful. That's what the WBC is, right? You get to
absolutely.
represent. The name on the back of your jersey allows you to play for the one in the front. That's what I
Love that.
got to say when I did it a few times on the podium. I said it really is a different experience.
Yeah.
And so when I did the wine, there's a halo project over it because Francisco Cervelli is one of my other labels and celebrities that I have on there, and he's now the manager, right, of the WBC Team Italia.
That's awesome.
And we both have said profits from our wine sales, there's a built-in component where every bottle, every sip allows us to contribute back to grow Italian baseball and softball.
Awesome.
Because I went over there, man, and the facilities are not what it is over here,
Right.
or in Japan, or so we have to to continue to grow the game. It gave so much to me. I'm just trying to give back.
Yeah.
I love
That's
that.
awesome.
I love that.
And what a good year this year was for the Team Italia, man. Were you there for that?
It was
You were there?
incredible. I went. I was actually out in Arizona for a card show at Chase Field. Like these people flew me out.
Nice.
I was doing something at one of their booths to do a business deal, and I was watching it and playing Team Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
And I was so pumped because I said, if they win this game, I'm flying to go see them play Venezuela. And I did, and I was exhausted, but it was so fun.
That's
So
awesome.
fun.
That's cool. That's
Cool.
super cool. So how do you pick the name of the wines? Of course, you had the Franco Harris tie.
Yes. So it all, again, if I'm sticking to the theme and the story, like I said, you could put any slapdick on a label, right? And it's not about that. It's really about taking the grape from where their hometown is from, right? Everybody goes, where are you from?
Right.
And that's a prideful thing. Where are you from?
Yep.
It matters,
Absolutely.
right? But it doesn't matter.
Absolutely.
I'm from Pennsylvania. I'm from Philly. I'm from
Right.
New York. I'm Venezuela. I'm Southern Cali. Everybody's prideful of their area code, zip code, whatever.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Where I'm from, and that's where my people are, and that's where your identity comes. So I take, like I said, name, image, and likeness is just another sexy way to say this is your brand,
That's cool.
right? And,
Yeah.
and the platform you can. So I take where they're from. Yogi was actually born in Italy. His parents migrated over here,
Okay.
and he grew up in St. Louis. But again, making his roots deep in Italian culture, and look at
Right.
the legacy. He went on to win 10 rings with the Yankees.
Yeah.
Man.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
Which sad story, sidebar, you'd want to hit this guy, this thief broke into the Yogi Berra Museum, stole the rings, they took all the jewels out of it, melted the rings, and they wound up selling it for like 20 grand. It pawned it off. I'm like, this guy should be hit in the face with a shovel for doing
right.
that. Like,
Absolutely.
I'd rather you say, hey, I need 20 grand.
That
you
wasn't
know, but
Ruben
he-
Rivera. Ruben Rivera, was it? No.
No, jeez. No, you can look up the story. It's sad. It's sad, man. Because you can't.
That's terrible.
Replace that. But anyways, yeah. So just prideful that I got really good people, really good storytelling, and really good wine. I will say, it is my brand, yes, and I'm not making claims. It's fun to see people who. One woman in particular, she goes, I don't drink red wine, and I was doing this charity event, and I donated, about 70 some bottles, and was pouring, sipping, letting people smell it, taste it. And by the end of it, she's like, I don't drink red wine. I go, well, I'm giving away free samples. Here's the story, just kind of like I told you. Why don't you give it a try? You can spit it out if you don't want to taste it. You just rub the wine here, you can drink whatever you want. But I was the first one, I'm like, geez, this is a horrible way to start off a wine business.
Yeah.
Right.
Tough customer here, tough cookie.
Yeah.
At least you know what
And,
you're up against.
She wound up circling back. And by the end of the night, I go, sweetheart, here's a bottle on me. And she loved it. And I go, hey, maybe I got a customer for life after that. I convinced her to go, welcome to wine. That's what I say to her. Welcome.
Nice.
So rock and ball. She's got rock and ball, dude. She's got rock and ball.
Rock and ball.
That's
Nice.
awesome.
I like it.
That's awesome. How'd you come up with that name, Rock and Ball?
Well, every rock star wants to be an athlete, and every athlete wants to be a rock star, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely what they say,
So,
right? Like every NBA guy wants
That's
to
what
be a
they
rapper.
say. It's a very similar wavelength as far as lifestyle, travel on the road, entertaining, the exhaustion, the extroverting, sleeping in hotels, trying to hide out when you need to get your energy back. So yeah, just
That's awesome.
But Mick Jagger was able to do it a lot longer than even Nolan Ryan or anybody else
Still
that's
Still
played.
going.
Yeah.
It's like those guys from.
He's still going. Like
those
I
Brooks
don't
and-
know,
Brooks
give
and
me
Dunn
that,
guys.
Joe. Give me that go juice.
Yeah.
He's
Good Lord, right? Yeah.
he's got a good farm system, I guess.
It's like that guy Brooks and Dunn. He's like 82 years old or something.
That was the first concert I ever went to, Brooks and Dunn.
Right.
Yeah. So hey, just a couple.
Now
of
you got me going. I can't see the game. I'm just wondering if this kid,
So,
Leiter's kid's
He's
flipping it up.
back out there right now, bottom of the fifth.
Bottom
One
five.
ball, no strikes. He's on the hill right now, just starting up again.
And he's facing Riley
Okay.
Green.
The only other potential no-no this year was flirted with was Skeens. He had a one-hitter against Milwaukee, I believe it was, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
And one of our early games
and I
that we
was-
did, a Sunday night game, the pitcher went 6, I think, with no hitter, but he was high in his pitch count.
And it was the
so you
first
knew he
game,
wasn't
yeah.
going to go the complete game.
Isn't it crazy? 6 innings is like, and if somebody throws a complete game, everybody's like, "Oh my God!" he
Right,
threw a
right,
complete
right,
game. Like
right.
you had back in the day to get a $40 million contract for 4 years. By then, guys are making that per year now.
Yeah.
It is funny, and I'm not mad at these guys. I'm like, get whatever you can. Like
Sure.
people get so mad. I'm like, you had your chance, and at that time, dude, when you were like you had a chance to make a lot of money then. So
6 innings was
the
a
game's grown.
quality start, right? Back when we played.
Quality start.
You
It
had to
still
go
counts
6 innings
those,
to be a
but
quality
not.
start. Now you go 6, it's like, damn, okay.
Oh, if you go 6, you're
Quality.
He just
but
walked
you
the
got-
guys.
you got
Just walked the
3
guy.
runs or less. 3 runs or less in 6 innings is a quality
That's
start.
it. That's it. That's right. That's right.
so.
But yeah, you're seeing these guys flipping up. You got guys who are starting to start the game as a relief spot for the inning, so that way, because that 8th inning, man, the 8th inning is the rollover inning where
Yeah.
you're typically facing what 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5. I know.
Right.
I was a closer, but the setup role when I was a setup guy, I was like, man, I'm pitching against the league every night.
Yeah. Yeah.
The all-stars, the guys that are coming, going to be all-stars every year. I'm like, your setup guy doesn't get much love. I remember, Hanrahan, when I was doing that for him in Pittsburgh, he goes, thanks, Grilli. He's like, you're making my life easy. I'm like, well, then pad my envelope, bro.
Yeah.
You're making 7, I'm making 1, bro. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah. I love it.
Yeah, right. Make my life
Let's
easier.
go. Yeah, make my life easier. Exactly. Reciprocate, right?
Right. I love that. One thing, man, that I thought was pretty cool. I think it was on the Rock and Ball site where you talked about the yellow brick road.
Yeah.
That
was just the other day, man.
Yeah.
Stuff pops up and
That's just
I
a
find
pretty.
here's what I find about social media because I'm really people are like you're doing such a good job. I go I was so reluctant.
Oh, there's a bomb. Torkelson home run. I think that was called by Cam Lop. He
did.
said
He did.
Torkelson homer tonight, and there it is. We got a 2-0 Tiger lead with the bomb.
No, there's no hitter now. That's
No
upsetting.
hitters gone. 2-0
You
bomb.
ruined that. You ruined that.
Yeah.
Jinx that for him. Thanks, bro.
The perfect game went, and then the no hitter. Yeah. Well,
Shout out Cam Lop with the call. Cam's so funny.
If I was next to you, Nick, I'd smack you for saying that. Bro.
come on, man. I'm sorry.
Heck, you're a pitcher, dude.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to say that.
He was my pick to
man.
click, though.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Okay.
I
You
knew
can,
I guess you're right, man. I should stop doing that. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
stop saying that stuff. Listen, when you get away from the game, just You got to remember, man, it's
respect
how
it.
hard it was, bro.
It's
so
true, very
hard.
true. I know what you're saying. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah.
Well,
Now it's just about, hey, man, how'd your landscaping go this week? You know.
Right. But
No,
sorry.
but what were you asking me,
sorry, yeah,
Loki?
sorry to cut you off before the bomb there, but
That's okay, man.
You were talking about the people, and honestly, ever since we knew we were having you come on, I've been checking out your Instagrams, and I agree, you do a good job on there. So
Well, I'm learning, man. I
saying
don't know anything. I don't have anybody, filming me or whatever. I just try to do it myself, and you have to get really vulnerable to be. It's really like your own TV channel. It's like, hey, you don't have to watch it. I had somebody bagging on me because I was up in Canada doing some broadcasting for the Jays, and I was really proud to do that. It's my childhood team,
awesome.
like full circle favorite team. One of the favorite teams I got to play with, obviously, is my childhood team. My dad. That's why I grew up in Syracuse. He finished AAA up there. And people just get on you about it. He's like, oh, don't bring your MAGA shit up here. And I'm like, guys, this channel is not political. This channel is baseball. Scroll through, keep going. Like, I love Canada. I love Canadian people. I love this city. I've got to rep it. I put Toronto on my chest. Very pridefully. It's very unique to have a whole country.
yeah, I saw that. You said that.
Team.
That's badass.
Yeah,
It's incredible. It was insane. It was better than I thought, dude.
That's
And to
awesome.
raise a banner there, I wish it said World Series on it. We came pretty close. Cleveland was pretty good, and Andrew Miller that year was dirty in the playoffs. I think he punched out like
he was nasty.
17 or 19 guys. I'm like, what? This kid was on fire.
Yeah.
Yep.
He looks like Ace Ventura, too. I used to call him that when I was his teammate in Detroit. But, he went on to have a pretty solid career.
Yeah.
My daughter's half Canadian, so she's got
you
the.
No kidding.
Yep. Nice.
Oh, and a
Ex-wife.
nice diving play by your former teammate Andrew McCutcheon in right field there. Wow, what a play! And what about
you gotta give love to the old guys, man.
and
The
how
old
about-
guys are ready.
And how about that fact that we're watching a game right now that a guy that you played with, that was your teammate, is playing in? I mean, that's some longevity right there. 39
Listen,
years old,
you know,
McCutcheon going after.
I got better as I got older because, like I said, the mind. I had lesser stuff. I just knew how to use it better, and I'm like, shoot, man, I wish I freaking knew what I knew now.
Right.
Because I was like,
Yeah.
nervous, but that's why Paul Konerko kept taking me deep. Every time I made it, like, now batting Paul Konerko. Before his name, echoed through the stadium, the ball was already flying out. And then I evened it up, and he goes, Grill, what the hell, man? And I said, listen, you got enough batting practice off of me. Now it's my turn, okay? So we evened that score up. But, he owned me for a while.
Speaking of that, like, who are the guys in today's game that you love watching yourself, and why?
I'm a big fan of, even though he's a rival of the Pirates here, is Reese. What am I saying? Not Reese. I'm saying Pokey Reese. My Rolodex is going here.
Yeah.
De La Cruz. Sorry, De La Cruz. The shortstop.
Yeah. He's fun
He's
to
just
watch.
flashy. He plays the game hard and just boatload of talent. Just there's so many guys. I mean, Skeens is obviously another one. To see him here live, I mean, people come out just to watch him throw. He's masterful. 2 Cy Youngs under Rookie of the Year under his belt already.
Yeah.
This guy is. I hope they can figure out a way to stay here, but very, very unlikely.
Yep.
Which is sad. That's sad that the Pirates. It'd be really. I hope they can keep him. I hope they can keep the shortstop kid around.
Well,
I mean,
they got the
squad.
arms. They got the arms. It's and you know what? This fan base, when people come here, they realize like how much this blue collar. That's why I stayed here. The people are real. They're real nice. They let you know they're honest. Mm-hmm. And the food here, the culture here, the seasons. People go, oh, I can't live in the cold weather. I'm like, seasons really, when you have that, the culture, it really brings people together. It's different.
I miss the seasons, man. I really do.
Guys,
Out here.
We got a shout out from Joey Gangemi in the chat. He's
shoot, there he is.
He's saying, "What's up, boys?"
What's up, Joe? Boys on, yeah.
Listen,
Joe
needs to play more cowbell. Did he show you that video from Halloween?
No.
Oh,
Joe, send me that video, please. I want to see that.
Joe played cowbell better than Will Ferrell did. It was very, very good. Joe can make Make
Joe's
you laugh.
solid,
He's always
dude.
in for a good time. Joe, you know that, man.
Yeah.
Shout out Joe for making this happen too. Joe mentioned your name a couple weeks ago, and
He gave me your
brought it to
cell number.
fruition.
Yeah.
So shout out Joe for that.
Yes, appreciate you, Joe.
Yeah, he's looking for his slush fund in the mail, so he's gonna pay
We'll maybe get a fat head of him up here soon or something.
That's right. There you go.
That'd be fun to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, back to the Instagram, man. Like I said, just doing the research on you and watching the channel, I just really like the way you come across and the stuff you talk about, and you got to just, and I'm sure it's always been this way, just great head on your shoulders for somebody who played the game, and you got, there are still a lot of guys that, fans like me, lifetime fan, and kids that are watching you guys, and you might not think that you're being watched and you have the reach, but you do, and so it's just cool to hear some of just the way you are about things. Like I said, that Yellow Brick Road thing, that was really cool. I thought that really was, it was on his Instagram I'm referring to, as he talks about the Wizard of Oz was a great movie because, and it relates to baseball where, not everybody, they tell you about the prize or whatever at the end of the tunnel, but they're not telling you about the flying monkeys and everything that you're encountering.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that try to, like I said, to get you off track, but people say, what's it like? What's it like? You're sitting around a campfire, we're having a couple of drinks, or, cooking some dogs and sausage over the fire, whatever, hamming it up. And, you sit there and you're like, what are my stories? Like, what are the good things? You get to meet all these crazy people from different walks of life, right?
Yep.
Some guys just experience things way different. Some guys come from no money. Some guys have different family situations. It's no different than walk of life. But when you get guys to unify and try to pull the rope the same way and say, all right, you guys got to hurry up, try to become a close-knit family and go out and do some crazy stuff, high pressure, a lot of ego, a lot of alpha, and get along and win, okay? And we're going to throw you a lot of money to do that, and don't get into trouble. Right?
Yeah.
So you throw that in a soup bowl and see how that all shakes out.
Yeah.
And hopefully at the end of the year, the one thing you do see is the guys pouring champagne are you always saying the same thing. We got along, we pulled for each other, we played for each other. That's what winning does. That's what winning does. It's a very addicting thing, and losing's contagious too.
Yeah,
and it's horrible on the opposite spectrum of that. So
Sure.
that's why they say hover around that 500 mark, because if you get hot towards the end of the season, that's where you want to be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
No, that's why I say it's good because you actually talk about letting the people know, hey, it's not all just glitz and glamour. It's aside from the hard work that goes into it. Sure, we know that, but you just not everybody realizes that you're also up against other variables as well besides just the hard work. You got a lot of stuff coming at you.
I never wanted to admit this. I call it being naive. I always, I lied to myself when I felt like shit. I lied to myself. No, you don't. When you're fearful of this guy's going to take your job on your team, you could lose your job to a guy that's coming up on your team, and you're like, that's why it's like, I like you. Do I like you? Do I want to respect you? All that stuff. It comes into serious play, and you never really want to say that you're trying to take somebody's job, but in a sense, you're like, I'm just trying to pitch well enough to go. That's. I lost my starting pick. I had 2 complete games in 2005 because I was drafted as a starter.
Okay.
I got thrown into the bullpen because they said, hey, I was the last cut in camp with the Tigers. And I said, well, great, because that means I should be the first one called up then, right? If I'm the last cut, logically I'm going, Dimitri Young was so pissed. He's like, oh, I said, dude, it's okay. I'm not on the 40-man roster. This is how stuff goes. I was trying to, soothe him. And, meanwhile, I'm the one going down to AAA.
Yeah.
And, excuse me, I got to lay off the cigarettes. I sound like Colangelo. I sound like Colangelo. Oh, God, his allergies. I don't know what that
Mike
thing is.
Colangelo, shout out.
You haven't got that?
Oh, dude.
Yeah, that's a joke. If you don't know Mike Colangelo, that's something.
That is good stuff
That
there.
guy clears his throat every 5 seconds. I go, dude, get the frog out of your throat.
Wow.
I go, what are we doing? We got cats? We got cats? You got hair?
Yes. Shout out to Mike Colangelo. Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Yeah. So.
No, my allergies are.
Did you play with Mo Vaughn, or was he just
I did not. He went to Seton Hall, but I never played with him.
That's right.
I just saw him at the ABC. Great guy.
Was he wearing a cutoff sweater, wife beater sweater?
Big Mo.
Big Mo.
Dude, he's so down to earth. He was FaceTiming my kid. Good people. I mean, what a career, right?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you mentioned you came in as a starter,
Yep.
and
And then, like I said, I was a middle reliever.
Yeah.
I told Jimmy Leland I was going out, and like I said, I was not I was not the Tigers' first round pick. Justin Verlander was. They selected some other guys in the mix, but I thought I, pitched just as good as. They told me I was going to be in the pen. I said, well, I'd rather be in the big leagues sweeping the floors than go another year around and
Right.
waste bullets in AAA, right? You
Right.
sit there and go, okay.
Yep.
So then when I got started throwing the pen as a middle reliever, which is a thankless role,
Right.
and
Right.
a stat that I prided myself on, because I was in first and third, or bases loaded, no outs, and Vladimir Guerrero up, or Gary Sheffield. I'm like, geez, I'm crying. I didn't create the situation, and I got to get out of it.
Right.
Here we go.
Right.
Let's do this. I said inherited runners, right? Inherited runners, and that stat of how many score against you or how many you save. That percentage right there is like, that's what I knew I could be a closer or late inning guy. And I said that to Clint Hurdle. I had that conversation left after I got traded from the Rockies from the Tigers to the Rockies.
Yeah.
And that was an instrumental part. Clint Hurdle, I have to tip my cap. He was very instrumental in me getting to the back of the bullpen when I came to Pittsburgh. But I did have that conversation with him.
Nice.
He says, what do you want out of your career? I was on 2 hours of sleep after I got traded. I'm like, wait, what did you just ask me? Usually the eyewash questions like, hey, did you make it here? Your family good? Yeah. Yeah. So I'm on 2 hours of sleep. I said, you need me tonight? I'm hoping you don't, but if I'm ready. Get the Dodgers. Okay, 2 hours of sleep. Just had a kid. And get ready for the Dodgers tonight. We need you. I'm like, cool. He goes, wait. And I said, what do you want out of your career? I said, well, I want to pitch in the back of the bullpen. I'm the 6th, 7th inning guy. I said, I know, I can do this job. And give them the chance. And those guys at the back end with the experience and the big contracts, I said, hopefully I'll get that shot one day. Well, I came over here to the Pirates. Same thing. 6th, 7th inning guy. Next year I was the 8th inning guy. And once I did that, I'm like, here we go. I said, I am blowing the doors off of this. I wanted either the 8th or the 9th. To me, I was like, those are high leverage situations. That's when it's fun. That's when you're puking, peeing, pooping, and puking, which I did.
Right.
Yeah.
And sometimes you're asking the bartender, yeah, keep the TVs on or give me another drink.
Absolutely. So then did you obviously then you started relishing that role of the late inning guy, and we're fine with not being a starter anymore, and obviously went on to do your thing as a late inning guy, middle relief guy, and then a late inning guy.
Well, it's like I said, people know when they see me pitch, a very emotional guy. So containing that was hard for me because people used to say, "Grill, you get that excited?" I'm like, "You don't, dude. We're in the big leagues every day. I mean, how do you not like this? This was my dream as a kid." And I go every time I got to put my uniform on, and Tulowitzki used to make fun of me. He's like, "Grill, why do you have your pants on?" I go, "Dude, I don't ever want to take this off."
Yeah.
Okay, 40 pairs of pants. I said, if I pee in them, I said, I got a new pair. All right. So I would always come in. First thing I would do, get naked, be vulnerable, like get comfortably uncomfortable, right? Get naked in front of all these people, whether it was your teammates, reporters. You're like, okay, I'm ready to go today, and hopefully it's a good day,
Yeah.
and not cold. But then you're ready to put your shower shoes up, pants on, shower shoes. I would sit there, have a sip of coffee or whatever, and just like stare up and like it was my first day. I never wanted to take it for granted, but Tulo used to be like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Dude, I never want to take this uniform off. I know the pain of this.
Yeah.
I've been injured, I've been traded, been here, been there." And you go, my road was right there, right behind me. I got 12 jerseys in 20 years. It was
That's cool.
Yeah.
a lot of jerseys, man. A lot of roads. I get to play with a bunch of great dudes, and what a fraternity it is.
That's awesome, man.
What
Well said.
kind of injuries did you have to overcome?
Physically, mentally, or emotionally.
Well, we only got a few more innings left, so we won't do.
Man, I don't know if you have enough time.
We only got a couple innings, so we won't do mentally. But
As I said, this is called the pen, not the therapy.
yeah, right.
I had a breakdown once, I was in Omaha pitching, and it, it's hard to pitch in Omaha, especially how I was pitching in general. And gave up like 3 bombs, and I remember coming out of the game, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like rocking back and forth, and the trainer comes up and says, "Hey, do you need anything?" I was like, "Yeah, a psychiatrist and some freaking pills."
Right.
Like that's what
Yeah.
I need. And I started crying almost.
Numb me up, please. No, it hurts, dude. It's
Yeah.
like, and then, like I said, you feel that where you're like, my teammates don't want to be around me because it's like this bad juju. You feel like I can't get too close to
Right.
negativity in any fashion because you're trying to stay there
Yeah.
and stay locked in,
Yep.
and you go, God, you feel for guys because you're like, is he going to be here tomorrow? And I gave up. I beat you, dude. I tied a record with Randy Johnson. I think it was Smoltz, Verlander, somebody else. We all gave Grinke. I think we all gave up 4 home runs in 1 inning.
Wow. Yeah.
Wow.
And my dad was sick to his stomach when I talked to him, and he goes. And then later on, he tried to make a joke. He goes, "You could have given up 1 more. You could have held the record."
Yeah, if you go that way. Yeah. That's funny.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. I didn't know that. Four in a major league inning?
Yeah. So there's humble pie, man. And you know what? It's funny because when you're done playing, you like to self-deprecate because you never go, I want to talk about all my glory and look
Right.
at what I did. No, it's
Make
laugh
fun of
at,
yourself.
laugh with, and if you make it through, man,
Yeah.
it's something special, buddy. I laughed a lot. Guys like Johnny Gomes, the whole 2008 season, that team in the bullpen, I literally had to dig my claws, my nails into my face when they were like, "Grill, you're up. We'd get ready," and I'm like, I was still laughing from all the stuff. I mean, tears down our eyes. At Glendon Rush,
Yeah.
Brian Fuentes, just a cast of crew of all bunch of clowns, and I'm like, what are we doing? So,
3-0.
so yeah, it's a wild time.
That's awesome. You ever heard about my call-up story? I'll tell it real fast. I was called up.
Go, man.
I was called up. I was in Edmonton, and I was like, "Oh, this is great." Terry Kennedy said you're going to the big leagues. I was like, "What?" And then he goes, "But you're going to start today still because you're going to start the second game of a doubleheader in 3 days in Chicago. Traxel's got game 1, you got game 2. So it's going to be like a bullpen session. They want you to start today." I was like, "Oh, okay." So I go out there. I didn't get out. I got 1 out. And I threw 35 pitches. I gave up 6 runs. And then he comes out to get me out of the game, and he goes, "I guess, congratulations." And I was like, "I guess so."
Oh,
Slammed the
no.
ball, walked off. That was it. I was like, what kind of call-up was that?
Wow.
So, anyway.
Well, you could say that you did, though, bro.
Yeah.
You're very few.
But then, like
they
you said,
say
it's like a
that
story.
you
It's
can't
a funny
even-
story. I like it that it happened.
Right, and you can't feel, and like I said, you had to do something different too, man.
Yeah.
Not just be a good-looking guy with a uniform on,
Right.
you had to do something to put yourself into position. So,
Right.
I've talked to a lot of guys, and there's times even in my career, I was lucky to borrow it. I was very blessed, and I sit there and I'm like, man, how did that all happen? How did I get to? I'm grateful. I'm just
Yeah.
grateful now, looking back, and I want to give back. I want to talk to other players, and because
Yeah.
I know how hard it is, and I know how hard broadcasting is, and I know how hard coaching is. It's like everybody sees the glamour of it and the money and these people are away from their families and kids, and I could have played a couple more years, even at 40. I couldn't believe it was a goal of mine, and I was doing it, even though I was hurting.
Mm-hmm.
But I was still flipping up, some 9.5s, and there were some bullets left in the arm, but I was like, my kids mean more than this game. And when I saw a guy that was born the year I was drafted, I'm like, okay, yeah, I think it's time for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's a young man's game, and it's a passing of the baton. You borrow it, no one owns it, and you have to swallow your pride. And when it's done, it's done.
Yeah.
No, and that's like what one of the things we talk about with the guys that have come on is that we love to see a lot of these guys giving back. Farnsworth is involved with doing some coaching and doing lessons, and Raul Gonzalez is doing hitting lessons. Brian Nelson, who we had on a couple weeks ago, was coaching a high school team with Junior Spivey. So, these guys, you guys have all this knowledge, and like I said, speaking as a fan, it's just so great to hear that you guys do give this back and give the knowledge back. You know, there's some guys that don't want to do it, and that's fine. But I love to hear the guys that do, and you know.
Well, it takes a lot out of you. You know, there is a bitter pill sometimes because the game, once it's done with you, it's hard to get back into it. And you know, that's what I said. I think that's what guys miss the most. It hurts the most, and there's only so much room for the new and the old.
Yeah.
And it's like I go, well, you guys painted me on the walls over here and hanging up pictures of all this stuff. And I go, just don't treat me like a stranger. You gave me issued this gold card. You're saying that I'm part of this fraternity. So I'm not trying to eat the spread. I'm not trying to get in the, I know the respect with the Lions are getting ready for the game and going out to be gladiator, right? I just want to say hello to some of my friends, and I know when to get the heck out. I'm not going to overwelcome my stay. I want to go eat the nachos.
Yeah.
I want to drink the beer. I earned that right. I waited a long time, damn it.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
Yeah.
to eat the jalapenos and then have a bad boiler, you know, pay for it.
Right.
Dude, you embrace. I mean, you are rock and ball wines, dude. Like honestly, I mean, what a cool thing, dude.
Guy, Nick, get out here, dude. Let's go.
I'm
This
serious.
ship's to your house, dude. I got a third party for consumer, direct to consumer. I'm gonna plug and sound like this is your sponsor.
For
Love
sure.
I can ship to 46 states right now. When you order off the internet, and right now it's pre-orders because the grape juice is on the ship and it should be over here. End of May is when we're thinking. It's now it's not wine season. We're gonna get into people want to have cocktails, but at dinner it's a nice glass of wine. But the fall season is really a big season, and it's Italian wine. So I'm making sure that I'm honoring these names.
Yeah.
I'm making sure that this is
The grapes
it's a
from
great
their
responsibility, right?
hometown. That's
Right.
badass.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
What's that?
The grapes from their hometown. When you said that, I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah, like
that's
the
badass.
Grillis,
That's
the
legit.
Grillis. I'll just tell you, like I said, because I know my story better, my lineage. The Grilli name is from, I'm technically quote unquote Roman, right? My family, the Grillis, are from Lazio and a town called Fiorentino, which is about 30, 40 miles east of Rome. It's a real small town, so there's a few selective grapes, and you could probably go on the internet. There's a map of Italy with all the different grapes. There's the most grapes
Yep.
in any country that they grow there, the different climates, soils and all that stuff, the chemistry that goes into it. And I'm not a connoisseur. I'm more of a marketer, and trying to learn this stuff as I go. It's learn on the fly, because it's like don't think I'm going to be some big sommelier. That's a whole
Yeah.
big league level of taste. I don't have a good taste and smell, so.
Yeah.
But I do enjoy a good glass of wine. Why? Because it's slow, it's with family, it's with your meal. We're not having a couple cocktails. All right, man, good to see you. Grabbing a cup of coffee. Wine to me is very debonair drink. It's something like, hey, we're gonna sip like old men. A lot of people smoke cigars with it. I pair it up with a guy, and I'm doing some collaborative stuff, which is pretty cool. And if you saw too on my Instagram, the sip and rip
Yeah.
concept, where the baseball, my love of
The
baseball.
baseball cards and stuff too.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. I see
yeah,
that.
yeah.
I
Everybody-
saw that in the morning.
You collect cards? You guys collect the cards a little bit?
Yes, absolutely.
I do. I do sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so I just ran into Luis Gonzalez, who's collecting now too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Out in Chase Field, which he's a legendary Diamondback,
Oh,
so we
yeah,
all know
for sure.
why, right?
Yep.
World
Yep.
Series champ.
Yep.
Famous hit off of Mariano. But we were talking. I said, dude, can we come back out? We'll do a sip and rip with you out here. He's like, absolutely, dude. And so we'll have some events where we can get some former players, because like I said, it's one of those things that I miss the most. I'm sure guys, we all
Right.
talk about the same thing.
Right.
We miss seeing the fellas yucking it up.
Heck yeah. Heck
Yeah, there's some celebrity chefs, some cigars companies. And then obviously rip a few packs. We'll give out some prizes.
Nice. Keep us
Hang
posted.
out, maybe take a fan to the game, gold card thing.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
There's so many ways to just interact, because like I said, if you can't sit in a booth, call a game, giving your best Vince Scully imitation, or you're coaching and you're riding a bus in the minor leagues, or you're a bullpen catcher. We all love this game and respect it, and I do. I sure as hell do.
Hell yeah.
And I'm just trying to find my little lane, that road, that yellow brick road that we talked about.
right.
That I go, no one owns the game. No one owns it. We borrow it, and some of us get to borrow it for a long time. Some of us get to borrow it for a very short time. But nonetheless, to say we did is why we commune and rally around it. So I give you guys kudos for doing the show and trying to
That's
get
fun.
this thing going and
I appreciate you, man.
talk
Definitely.
baseball.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's why I appreciate you coming on, guys like you coming on and spending the time with us. And yeah, definitely something goes on like that with out here in Arizona. Let us know. We'd love to.
Yes,
be,
please
love
keep
to
us
be a
in.
part,
Sure.
of, part of anything we
For
can.
sure,
It'd be
man.
a lot of
Now,
fun.
we get a quality start at a lighter or what? Because like,
Well, they're losing.
Well,
they're down
they're
3-0
yeah.
now.
Yeah, they're down
Ever
3-0.
since somebody brought up the the great pitch,
Correct
the
it,
great
bro.
pitching performance that he had. Maybe that's what
he was
happened.
punching tickets too. He was punching tickets. When
Maybe-
he had like,
Man, I apologize.
Maybe
for
that's
real.
what happened. Maybe that's what happened when you got called up.
I never had a no-hitter,
Somebody was
so I don't
like,
want-
hey, somebody was like, "Hey, this guy just got called up. He's got to be good." And then
Yeah.
you got somebody probably jinxed you from the crowd.
Oh, then that's why I got my ass kicked. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
that's funny, man.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
shoot.
So
No, we are superstitious. I'll tell you a funny superstitious story. I played with Jeff Francis in Colorado.
Okay.
And he was struggling at the time. And I
Canadian-
told him, I said, hey,
Canadian.
man, when I was a starter, I said I had 3 beers, right? Strike 1, strike 2, strike 3. You got to have 3 beers before you start. He's like, really? I'm like, yeah, you can handle it. You're Canadian. Like, let's go, dude. So we had 3 beers in his hotel room. I said, we're going to have these. We're not going out. We're just going to sit in the room. We'll order an ice bucket, bring him to the room. We split some beers, shared some stories, shared some laughs, calmed his nerves. He went out and dealt. He dealt like 7 or 8 innings. I don't remember what his line was in the box score, but it was good.
Yeah.
He went on the road trip. He calls me up. He's like, Grill, get to my room. I ordered the beers. We're doing this again. So he's superstitious, right? It was the beer. I'm like, all right, man, I'll see you soon. So, see, I think I was built to be a reliever because I said, good times, bad times, you're always having a cocktail. And that's why I said I wanted to have something that I could say at least, hey, man,
Dude, it's
I can't,
awesome.
I can't hang like I used to, having too many now,
Right.
but
Yeah,
wine
lying.
is the way.
I love
Wine
it.
is the way.
yeah, lying.
Hey, real quick, how was your Toronto? You were in Toronto just now to do some broadcasting. How'd that go? Are you
I
gonna do?
thought I
you
did
gonna
great.
do more?
I'm just
Like
looking
more?
for them to call me back. I don't know if I, like I said, somebody, I threatened their job or something. I don't know. I'm waiting for them to pick up the phone and invite me back because I
Gotcha.
thought I did a great job. I had a hell of a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Full circle, like I said. You know, grew up watching them,
Yep.
seeing these guys come up through AAA at Syracuse to my dad's bar. He was the Sam Malone of Syracuse. Had great chicken wings. And have you ever been there? You've been
Yeah,
there?
yeah, I've been there.
You were there, right?
Yeah, yeah, yep. I love
Yeah,
Syracuse.
so you can vouch the best chicken wings on earth.
Heck
over
yeah,
there.
heck yeah.
And
Yep.
so that's how I became a Blue Jay fan because I was a AAA affiliate. I used to see guys get called up. I'm like, Dad, can we go up?
Yeah.
He's going to the big leagues. We'd go up, and it was awesome. You
Awesome.
know, so to do that, then play for him, and then
Right.
do a couple announcing rips. Worst case scenario, dude, I got a good highlight reel.
There you
Maybe I
go.
can just go down the street in Pittsburgh if they need me. You know, if Neil Walker wants to take a night off with his kids and family, I'll go fill in.
Now you're like
You know,
the,
watch a ball game, have some nachos on there, and
Heck yeah.
light it up a little bit. I think I don't want to be too general though, you know, because you got to be very specific.
Yeah.
They want some color,
Yeah.
and you got to be colorful.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like out of
But
it,
yeah,
out of it.
I don't want to be too general. Some people say that I'm general when I speak, so I don't know.
Yeah, well, now you're like that the young rookie coming up looking to take someone's job there too. So you gotta
Maybe
watch
so,
out.
maybe so.
You gotta watch out.
Yeah, hey, I'm just trying to do a good job. I'm just trying to add to. Honestly, I don't have that in me to take from. I just go. I want to
Special.
join the party. I want to have fun.
You
Yeah.
just
I can't
are
even
who you
call people.
are, and
Yeah.
you can't apologize for it.
No,
No,
It is
I
what
can't
it is.
apologize
No
for
need
that. I don't want to eat the whole pizza. I could,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but I'd rather share it and have 3 slices instead of the whole pot.
Right. Absolutely.
Love it.
Absolutely.
You know?
Love it.
One thing that we didn't bring up here in your stats is that you struck out 694 people in 684 and 2/3 innings. So more than a strikeout an inning.
Very impressive.
That is.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, I figured out how to do that later in my career because as a starter, I was not really. I was drafted as a sinker baller,
Okay.
and I just tried to go. Like I said, my whole goal was to induce some contact. You can't strike anybody out till you get strike 2 anyway.
Right.
But I just had a different repertoire. I was more of a sinker, 12-6 curveball guy when coming up, and then when I went to the pen, I was 4-seamers up, sliders down and away, you know, paint the black on the way, and I'm like, just read the elbows, read the feet, and watch swings during the game, see if the scouting report is still the same as where the hot zones were, and
Were you a wind-up
know.
guy early when you were a starter, or were you a out of the stretch.
I was like 3/4. I didn't really get. Yeah, I was wind up. But again, wind up to me, unless you're throwing a perfect game or no hitter, nobody's on base,
Yeah.
which is how rare is that?
Right.
A lot, very rare.
Yeah.
You got to pitch out of the stretch, and you're going to be a reliever. I had this great talk with Kenny Rogers when I played with him in the Tigers uniform, and we're talking about the 2 teams I played for there. Tigers being a great one. Got to go to the World Series with a bunch of funny dudes there too. So, yeah, this Kenny Rogers said being a reliever made him a better starter, and I think vice versa. I learned that you're going to always get out of a situation, whether you put yourself in that, you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
or you're coming into. So you got to pitch with bases loaded. You have to figure out the puzzle,
Yep.
and it drives me crazy. These guys, you know, now, yeah, you're throwing hard. Your job's not velocity, and these guys don't realize, like, sometimes there's a critical thinking and strategy, but again, with the iPads and the pitch who's calling what, who's got feel, who's got, you know, discretion.
Mm-hmm.
I always wanted to think, I wanted to be involved. I wanted to know what I was doing, and once I figured it out, it was kind of fun.
Yeah.
You know, striking people out. That's what you kind of do. I said to everybody, I'm like, hey, if you can get one guy, one kill, one punching ticket per night, you're taking pressure off your defense.
Right. That's
Because
right,
you know, yeah, you're out there throwing the pitches, but think about your shortstop. You know, maybe his grandma died, or you know, his daughter's sick, or whatever, and he's really not in the game. People don't know this stuff, right?
Right.
What's going on in your personal world, and what's eating at you,
Mm-hmm.
and you got to try to not think about anything except the game and go out there and win
Mm-hmm.
and do your job.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, we're humans out there. You know, we all throw stuff, controllers you see people, right, breaking
Yeah,
TVs.
breaking TV, yeah.
Yeah.
You got money on the game. It's like,
Right.
dude, this guy's got his whole life. Like, he might not have a job tomorrow.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
So you gotta keep that element. And I get it. You know.
I found it too. That was what Kenny Rogers said. That was very true for me. I was always a starter, and then when I had my short stint in the big leagues, I was going to get sent back down after my first start. And who's the left-hander? Latino left-hander.
Starter?
For who? Anaheim?
No, for the Cubs when I was up there. Oh gosh, I forget his name, but he hurt his
We're
foot.
long enough to hang out with him.
Well, it was like 30 days. Listen, he hurt his foot that game. So
Hey,
they
see,
kept,
I'm bagging on you. That's
I
not
love you
bad.
though. That's what I miss. And, you know, I then became a reliever for like 2 outings. And I remember going back as a starter. I got sent back down later on to the minors, and I was a starter. I remember looking in the dugout. I think I came in for Farnsworth once or something like that. And I remember him sitting on the top shelf watching, like, come on. And I got him out. You know, I was like, damn, that's a good feeling, helping somebody else, one of my boys out.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then that changed my whole mentality as a
that
starter.
matters, man. Those numbers matter, man.
Yeah.
And especially as a reliever, when if you got nobody out and your runners are on base, you're like, oh man,
Yeah, yeah.
you're gonna hurt, and you got to pitch solid for 2 months. If you have 2 bad outings, it takes all
Washes
year
away. Yep.
to get your numbers to level out to look like, yeah, I pitched in the league.
Yeah.
Boy, did you throw batting practice or did you get guys out?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Right. That's hilarious.
I almost went yard my first. I almost went yard my first at bat, and my dad after the game goes, "You should have played first base, son. I told you, like, little league, you should have played first." And I was like, "That's how bad I just pitched. I get you."
Listen, I don't play golf because of all the torquing. I said, I don't want to throw out my back, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So can you imagine what those guys feel like hitting?
Oh,
they're probably
God.
like they're brushing their teeth and they're like, I'm straight. No, you're not.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
Right.
Yep.
Right. Hey, BMac told us his call-up story. Can you tell us yours?
Yeah, so I was in Calgary, Canada with the Florida Marlins. I got traded from the Giants to Calgary, and so I was up there.
You got traded for Livian Hernandez too, right?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
that's a pretty big.
He's a
that's
good
pretty
dude,
neat-
man. He was
pretty
a
neat fact,
classy guy and could pitch, man. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
it was crazy because I had no idea. I had like a beginning of the PCL, you know, Nick, the ball
Yeah.
flies there.
Yeah.
Had a bad start, couple bad outings, and my ERA was almost close to 8, and I'm like, geez, I don't get this figured out yet up here, and the ball's flying, the flags.
Yeah.
If I get the ball,
The
it's
goof.
out.
Yeah.
So I wasn't, just 2 guys got hurt. Who was it? Alex Fernandez got hurt, and Ricky Bonas was supposed to spot start for him. And I guess he threw out his back, And so they're like, hey, they need a starter, and it's your turn. You're going up to the big leagues. I was like, what? And so everybody's like, yo, I think if they're facing the Pirates. And I looked at the schedule. I'm like, no, it's the freaking Braves. Big league debut against the Braves. I'm looking at the lineup card. We had Varys, Andrew Jones, Chipper Jones, Andre Scalaraga, Brian Jordan, Bobby Bonilla, Rafael Furcal. I hated facing the little guys like that.
He's a stud.
And Lunar. There's a whole bunch of scrubs out. They blacked out. I don't know who was batting ninth, but pretty good.
Just looking at the lineup.
Yeah, that's cool. That's awesome.
Braves team in 2000, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
That was their
These
time.
guys that had arms big as my legs up there. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my God.
Yep.
But I beat Kevin Millwood, and that was after I pitched that one game. They sent me down, and that stress fracture. I tried to throw my next bullpen, and I couldn't even reach home plate. I had a stress fracture.
Yeah.
And I had to go see Dr. Andrews for the first time. He put a screw in my arm
Really?
and says, I'm going to see you. He told me, he goes, I'm going to see you.
Birmingham, right?
Yep.
Yep.
That was when he was with Health South before he opened his own practice. And it dates us, bro. We were there. We were his experience.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, then he goes, I'm going to see you a year or two later because he goes, you're going to have Tommy John. And I forget who was the other pitcher. He had the same thing. He goes, but he made it back, so you're going to be fine. I'm like, okay.
Kerry Wood, maybe.
No, it was I'm thinking Banez, but I'm not Raul Banez. It was another. Sinus, Rudy Sinus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sinus, yep.
I saying that name right?
Yeah.
Sinus, yeah. He was the guy.
Yep.
So yeah, that's how that all happened. But again, thank God for these. They put Humpty Dumpty back together again, and they do it to all these guys that get injured. It's incredible.
Yeah.
What technology and these good orthopedics and physicians that are behind. Like I said, there's the yellow brick road. You want to go back to that? That's what I mean. What's it like?
Right.
There's people who give their all to make sure. Hey, and you put faith in that. You trust them.
Yeah.
You trust you. Could I trust this person? They're like, you really want me to get healthy? You really want me to get back? How much can you? And I saw guys that were injured, and they were having fun during rehab. I remember when I was rehabbing, it was like I made sure I was ringing that towel. I was like, I'm not getting off this horse yet. I just got here.
Right.
I just got my cup of coffee. I want to put sugar and cream and
Give me that rice bucket.
I'm gonna have it, and then have another one. I wanted to have another cup. So I got a taste of it, and I got my big league win the first game I was up there. Got my base hit. I got the RBI against Kevin Millwood.
Dang. Wow, nice.
Nice, dude.
Yeah. So pitchers used to hit in the National League.
pretty cool, too,
Absolutely,
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yep.
Love
That's
that.
awesome.
Loved it.
So,
Love those days.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
What was that? So first of all-star game in 2013, right? So this is 13 years after you making your major league debut. Wow. You're and kudos to you for the longevity and the amount of work that you must have had to put in, just not only to get to the big leagues, but once you got to the big leagues to maintain, and then not only maintain, but even get better as your career went on and flourish, much later after. I mean, you were drafted in 94, your
97.
first time.
Well, 94,
your
yeah,
first
97.
time. So you're
For
talking
real.
20 years later, you're 19 years after being drafted your first time, you're in an all-star game. A lot of guys are going sooner, and like I said, that's just a shout out to you for putting that work in and never giving up and just always just continuing to flourish and grind.
Yes.
Absolutely. And then accept the roles that you're given. Like I always like to talk to the kids that are, you might not be happy because you're not in a certain position, you're not batting a certain spot in the order, but you put in your work and put in your grind, and then you're going to get to where you want to be and where the game will take you. Yeah.
Yeah, and guys, they I think some guys miss it. Like again, Kenny Rogers was very, instrumental. Great conversations. I think guys, that's what made me want to retire because of these things. And I hate to say, I love my phone too. I do, because I can't believe what it can do. I think they're great. But this right here, we're talking, we're conversing. What information can I get? And I just went to a banquet the other night. Clinton Hurdle was in town, giving a speech up at Franciscan University, right? Steubenville, Ohio. And people have kind of recognized that for some of the stuff that they've been doing. And it's amazing to see, the God conversation and everything that they do, these athletes, and just what a wonderful place. Anyway, Clint Hurdle gave a speech, and he said there were 3 things, he goes, that I wanted to make sure when I had a player come up to me, or the responsibility and the role as manager, can I trust you? And that's what players want to know. Can I trust you? Do you care about me? Right? That's the second question he says. I got to do that. And can you make me better? Those are 3 questions that he said, and I texted him. I mean, he hasn't answered me back. I go, dude, is that your thing, or did you read that somewhere? Because he's a big reader. He's a big leadership guy. Yeah. And I've been chewing on those words a lot, even today. It's Sunday reflection. I didn't do a social media post because I'm out here building retaining walls and a big waterfall for my son's graduation. Life after baseball, dude.
I saw you got some
no drinking on the job. I got heavy machinery. I'm working Caterpillars like Forrest Gump out here.
No drinking on the job. You drinking on your start day. Come on.
No drinking on this job.
Look, you were building a golf course out there or something.
Yeah, right. It's we'll do the big reveal here soon, but I'm waiting for some guys to come help me.
Yeah.
Tuesday, finish this out. But like I said, it's just interesting to see guys don't talk enough. Guys don't grab enough information. But Jeremy Bonderman, again, was a guy when I was changing over. I go, dude, you're striking out a lot of dudes out with your slider. How do you hold yours? Sitting in the outfield. I love those conversations because I would go through and like, dude, I'm a fan of you, not just as a player, as a person. I want to hang out. I want to find out. You don't have enough time. As much as you say, oh, you guys are spending 8 months together, 162 games, there's not enough time for all this knowledge of these freak shows of talent and, successful people. And I'm like, God, there's so many things I wanted to ask more, and it felt like it just went so fast,
Yeah.
And so I guess, you'll never stop learning. I want to be around the game. I appreciate you guys bringing me on. It's always nice to just talk baseball. It doesn't matter what level, how many people are watching us. If somebody will see it, if it makes one person say, dude, that registers, it's passing the baton. I hope some kid goes on and beats all these records and stuff that we see, whether it's Paul Skeens or some kid that's in Little League right now. You borrow it and you make it better.
Yep.
Right.
Well
Make
said.
it better. The people before us did.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
All the guys, my dad included, he was on strike. They've been locked out. My dad made 27 grand, his top year in the big leagues. That doesn't
Wow. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And he doesn't get a pension, So all these guys that set the bar to say, you leave something better. You borrow it, you leave it, you make it better. Baseball's supposed to be that way. You can't be jealous. I go, dude, if you can make $1 billion, or you're wearing the B word now, the guys are making that, go ahead, dude.
Yeah.
Get what you can right now because it hurts. You can have all the money in the world, but it hurts when you can't do something that you've dedicated your whole life and love the most. There's nothing. I try to find the adrenaline rush, even on these Caterpillar, the skid steers, and all this stuff. I get thrilled out of that, but nothing beats. Here's a picture sitting in front of me. Having a catch with your dad after you were named to the All-Star team. This is in Chicago, at Wrigley Field.
Looks like Wrigley.
Right
Yeah.
field. Love
Yeah.
it. Love it. That's awesome.
So some guy on Twitter, we got it, but my dad goes, we was crying when I ran out to him like a little kid. I said, we had our meeting before the game, and all the dads were allowed to come on. It was Father's Day weekend, and Clint Hurdle said, hey, if your dad wants to come, you take BP. The fathers were in the dugouts, all right up until game time.
That's badass.
And they had the meeting, and I went right back out, and I was crying like a baby. I said, Dad, I finally made it. Because I used to put write my own name in the ballot. I was never on the ballot.
Yeah.
But I said, no, this is your goal. This is one of the feathers in the cap. I was like, is that bad of me to put my own name? No, because I want to be there.
Yeah.
I want to be there.
How about Cal Riley's dad? Sorry to break you up there.
Yeah. No,
But Cal Riley's dad throwing him home run derby with his brother
awesome.
catching.
Yeah, that was
The
cool.
best.
Unbelievable.
That was so cool.
Yeah.
And again, those are the stories and the things that baseball keys into, and it's Field of Dreams, right? It's
Yeah.
Field of Dreams. We all want to have that special moment that means more than anything. Like, yeah, I made the All-Star team, and great moments. Like Mariano tipped his cap. I was warming up with him. He was talking to me before the game, like, dude, so cool what you're doing. I'm like, you're telling me that? I'm like, I want to be you, dude.
Yeah.
I just got here and I racked up 79 saves. You got a million,
Yep.
you know,
Yep.
for the Yankees. But the best was the batting or the home run derby and having my kids on my lap.
Yeah.
That to me was like, I got that picture, and that picture is what I just hope my kids know that, yes, I am a ball player, but more importantly, I'm your dad.
Yeah.
And, you know, I hope that I just want to make them proud of
Yep.
who their dad is.
Exactly. Dude, I love it.
So,
I'm a better
Yeah.
person today because I'm talking to Jason Grilli. I'll tell you that.
I
You
love
got-
it. I tell you guys, check
Yeah,
out
goosebumps.
check out his Instagram, Grilled Cheese 49. I've been having some fun watching it, looking over the last, I said the last couple of weeks since we talked about having him come on. Again, just so you guys know, follow that Instagram, follow the Rock and Ball Wines Instagram. But I just love the way he looks at things, and
Yeah.
you can go on his Instagram and follow along, and just like I said, man, it's cool. I like where your head's at, Jason. I definitely like where your head's at, man.
thanks, bro. Well, listen, I can't have a catch with you now. I save those bullets for my kid when we play catch. But if you're bowling, we gotta set something up right now with that.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah,
Both strikes of a different kind. But if you're a 300 bowler, I'm
No,
gonna
man,
have to take my two best scores.
I haven't done it in years.
I'm gonna have to take my two best scores to keep up with you.
I haven't done it in years. I can buy maybe like a house ball, like 190 off the rack or something right now, but you know.
Oh, jeez, that's still,
Hey,
still insane.
Who did we just talk to who might be on the show? Hurdle might be on the show, right?
Yeah, well, we had sent Hurdle a message too, so we.
And he responded right away, which is classy of him.
Yeah, we
So,
sent him something on.
Dude, he's a great guy.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Galanjo's coming through. The vocal cords.
Sorry, Mike. Sorry, Mike.
Tell us a little
Dude,
something.
you know what I'm talking about.
Oh,
mate.
God, I know, dude. That's like
You're sitting there
everybody
going
knows
like,
that.
what? Are you okay? We gotta call an ambulance?
Yeah,
We gotta call an ambulance? Are you dying? What the hell?
Tell us a little something about that 2013 playoff run the Pirates made.
Exactly, you know, right?
Oh,
Back
no,
in the
you're
day.
100% on it right there, Rob. 100%. That's why it's so funny to me. I think we even talked about this back in 2004 or something. We were giggling about it. Yeah.
Funny when we get him
Dude,
to come on here.
God, bro, what do we got here?
You know.
There's not a doctor in the world that can fix that for you. That would your wife has to be like, honey, stop.
See, Mike, I
Stop
shouldn't have.
already.
Mike, you know why this started? Because he was being cocky and messaging me about how many hits he got off you. So, hey, full circle.
All right, listen. Like I said, I love the kid. I'm making fun of him because I love him. He's a
Yeah.
good egg. But like I said, I got to wear a face mask, you know, a shield, because I don't know if I'm gonna hawk a loogie at one of those coughs. Like, what are you digging that deep for, bro?
There's so many things I could go say right about that.
That's hilarious. Yeah.
Some people like
Lope,
the
I cut you off,
the
dude.
COVID time. Some people like the COVID time.
Yeah,
Put a
right.
mask on.
Yeah.
No,
People are like, who is that?
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. We'll have to get his.
I don't
side
think
of
he'll be on the show now, Mike.
it. So we'll have to get his side of it now.
Hey, you're gonna have to get you want sponsorships? Get Robitussin for him. God bless.
Right.
Oh man.
Oh my God.
Show sponsored by Robitussin.
Yeah. Only when he's on.
I need it myself. Who am I say? He's gonna grill. You coughed as much as I did that show you did.
Oh man.
Lobie, what were you saying? I cut
I
you
was
off.
just saying,
I'm sorry.
dude, tell me a little something about the 2013 playoff run with the Pirates.
Oh man. Well, this is what I always say about the big blackout game
Yeah,
here.
yeah,
Kutch and Burnett put out that everybody wear black, and like I said, when you challenge the city of Pittsburgh, these sports fans here, they show up, and I knew that day. I was looking out my apartment because it was 20 years since they were in a playoff run, but I feel like, Clemente, the ghost of Clemente, wasn't allowed. His number would have been desecrated.
right.
And you're gonna have to. Clint Hurdle's now telling the story. I'm not gonna ruin it if you have him on the show. Ask him about Vera Clemente, Clemente's wife, what she said about winning the season,
Yeah.
having a winning season, not letting another season. You can't. You have 21.
We got our
losing
press,
seasons.
guys. Write that down, guys.
Yeah, we're getting.
Okay,
We're
thank
making,
Yeah, write that down.
we're
Clint
making
just told it the other day. It's an amazing story. So that what I was saying is, I looked out the window and it was just quiet. There was nobody in the streets unless somebody was walking their dog or something. It was like nobody was in the streets because the city of Pittsburgh was ready to play the Cincinnati Reds. It wasn't just the Pittsburgh Pirates. It was the city. And, you know, you ask people if they were at that game. I mean, PNC Park holds, what, 35-some thousand people? 100,000 people said they were at that game.
Wow. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
everybody was
Stuff of
there.
legend.
Yeah.
And even there's a funny story. I've learned this because you don't hear about this, but you can ESPN Google this. I guess Matt Latos' girlfriend at the time, interesting gal herself. You can read up on her, but she got slugged in the club level because she threw a drink on somebody. So you mess with City of Pittsburgh. Not only were we beating the Cincinnati Reds' butts on the field, smearing
Going
her on
down.
the field, they were getting smeared up in the club level too.
Wow.
that's
Wow.
hilarious.
That is good stuff.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh crowds, boy, they definitely bring it.
It's a passion. They're passionate about their sports. I know, just even with the Penguins, you know, the playoffs and stuff. I mean, you just see it. People come out, and if you just play hard, because we know we got to do something special to keep up with the rest of the clique here. With
That's why they like Ben
some of the-
Roethlisberger.
You know, I know a guy that probably was coaching you for a while, Jeff Coxey.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
My uncle was good friends with him back in L.A.
Oh my
because
God,
he brought up
that's
Burnett.
amazing.
He used to do stuff like drive, because I think he had an old car and Burnett had an old car or something, or he drove one of Burnett's old cars from Florida to California or something like that. But Coxey was a wild man, boy. My uncle used to go to.
He was hilarious.
My uncle used to go
He
to
used-
off track.
He used to have chewing tobacco. We would do, you know, secondary leads and all this stuff. And I mean, he knew his stuff. He would
Yeah.
he would say what he did, but the way he delivered it was
Oh,
like
man.
hilarious. I mean, he
Office
was
rocker.
so. He
Office
had
rocker,
tobacco
for sure.
spit all over his jersey. He's talking so
Yeah.
much spraying. We had to back up. We're like, all right, dude, seriously.
Yeah. Yeah, my uncle met him at off track out in California, and like one day asked him, like, well, what do you do? And he's like, oh, I'm third base coach for the Pirates. And then shortly after that, he ended up coaching for the White Sox. So I had a couple games. I was living in Chicago. Went to a couple games on his tickets, not on his dime, because we still had I had to slide an envelope before every game that we went to when he got us the tickets. But, it was a nice hookup to have. I think he was only in Chicago for a couple years, but yeah, that guy was.
Yeah, good people, man. That's what I said, man. There's so many guys that even if it's just for a minute that invest in your development as a person.
Yeah.
Even the bad stuff, you know. You sit there and like, did I get along with every single teammate? You know, there were guys that you said across the diamond you hate each other, right? But when you become teammates, you're like, I can't remember who it was. I think it was Donaldson. Josh Donaldson said to me, he goes, I fucking hated you, dude.
Yeah.
I'm like, good.
Yeah,
Good,
right.
because I'm not here to make friends and I'm not here to kiss the ball and go, oh, hi, Josh Donaldson, let me throw the ball down the middle and see if you can,
Right.
you know, embarrass me tonight. So, yeah, no, I wanted to, just like you wanted to crush me, I wanted to freaking dominate you, dude. It's just,
Yeah.
that's just what it is. I'm going out to have that feeling, and that's why I played, the feeling. I just wanted to feel like everything, not just the success, everything my pregame and all the stuff leading up to, everything I had to do mentally, physically, sort out, check on my kids before they get everything, right?
Yeah.
To know that I did everything for that moment to happen, and to make the pitches that I needed to make in critical situations, it was like, that's the intensity of what it is.
Yeah.
It's so intense.
Yep.
So intense, and to the point where it's like, you know, beautiful post-game spreads, and you're like, man, I can't eat it because my acid reflux. I thought I was swallowing a boulder. Am I gonna choke? Because let me give me the Heimlich maneuver. I need a few Bud Lights and some, you know,
The game within the game.
high-end cocktails to just get level so I can eat my dinner tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Colangelo was hitting the spread right away. That's probably what happened.
Oh, man.
Hey, listen, I wouldn't want to eat at his table. He might launch the steak. He's getting a Heimlich maneuver. And some
Get him and Cox together, it'd be two pieces in a pot.
Right. So you're talking about dominating. Who's somebody that stands out in your mind that maybe you did dominate? There was a big hitter that you owned them, and then maybe vice versa, somebody that you just couldn't get out.
You know, it's funny. I never really I was never really a big stat rack guy, but when guys go in the Hall of Fame, you know, I always look up like, oh, what did I do against Jim Thome? I ran into him in Miami, or what did I do against Ichiro and all this stuff, right? they were all like 333 hitters. It was like 2 for 6 with 3 punch up, whatever it was, the Hall of Fame numbers, right? 333 or so. Yeah, you just, but guys that I felt like I owned that come to mind. Shoot. There were guys. I don't want to even embarrass my fraternity like that, But
no. Well, you don't have to. Just somebody.
We know somebody you didn't own though, Mike Colangelo.
who's that? Mike Colangelo. There you go. You're gonna have to have him on the show.
There you go.
Probably.
So we know that answer. That
There's
one name
guys
we've
that
said the
dominated
most.
me for sure. Yeah,
know
like
that
I
answer.
hated facing the Mookie Betts or the Dustin Pedroias or the Rafael Furcals because
Man.
they would foul pitches. Ichiro even. I threw him. I don't know. Before I punched him out, I felt like I threw a whole inning. I'm like, geez, kid, throw it down the middle and get yourself out. Then I mean, I don't know what to do anymore. So, but that's their job. That's some of these table setters. That's their job. And you're so tired, you let off the gas in your mind, and you're like, because what always happens, right? You give up, you serve up a tater, or you give up a extra base hit, hard hit ball, and then all of a sudden you lock in. You're like, what happened there?
Yeah.
Like, what happened there? And if you're a starter,
Yeah.
or even as a reliever, like, what happened in that?
Yeah. That's like why when they come
Sequence
to take a mound visit sometimes and they see the simplest thing and it gets you just dialed right back in and you're like, why wasn't I just doing that?
Yeah,
You
well,
know?
it's hard, man. It's hard.
there,
You sit there and you go, I guess the only thing you can tell the fans is what's it like, right? We go back to that, what's it like? Kevin Costner and For the Love of the Game, which is more of a love story than a baseball movie, in my opinion.
Yeah.
When he says clear the mechanism, like sometimes you sit there and you go, that heightened awareness where you just go, I could block somebody out or I picked out a fan, even if I was on the way, like Philly had some terrible fans, or Detroit even, they're foaming at the mouth, yelling at you. Okay, beer guy, you're up there and you're trying to screw with my mind. I want to show that guy up. I want to make him sit down and eat crow, and not only am I going to try to get this hitter up, but I want the Incredible Hulk to come out right now.
Yeah, let him
Make
know.
me angry, dude, because my adrenaline is the best drug that I got in my body.
Yeah.
And I would use it, and I tried to use it, and vice versa. Sometimes I would hear my son yelling, "Come on, Dad!" I'm like, out of 30, 40,000 people, I'm hearing the frequency of my duckling.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah.
But that's how it works. It's crazy that it's crazy when you're locked in, but that's why I said, freaks of nature.
Yeah.
I feel like these guys have some things figured out that were different from us. There's some things that we did better from our generation. I think that's where it's missing in the game. I think there's got to be a blend, but bunting's coming back. So you're sitting there going like, somebody realized that bunting does have a play and some strategy in making guys field their position or put some pressure on barehanding. I mean, that's pro stuff. That's like hard to do, high level stuff that you're expected to go, can you defend that? Because at the end of the day, I always say pitcher really is, you're on offense. If you're on defense, you're getting titty that
That's a
night.
good way to look at it.
Right.
It's a good way to look at it.
Right? But I got to have a mindset like, that's why I said I want to dominate. And even when I don't have stuff, I got to walk around like I'm going to dominate you. And some days you're like, I get 3 lasers right to somebody. I'm like, all right, I'm going to be at church, and there's more in the gift basket, for the offering. But sometimes it takes luck to keep you locked in and restore your confidence. Because when you have no confidence, dude, this game is forget it.
Right. It's hard enough as it is, and then you add that on top of it.
Yep. A pink elephant. You're like, I don't want him to hit it, and then he's like, boom.
Yep.
Right.
Okay, that's not the right thinking.
Yeah.
Don't want him to hit it.
You talked about getting locked in. So if you're the one who gives up that double, and then now you got the next side coming up, you're quicker to get locked in than if you're coming in and you got bases loaded or 2 men on. What's the different mentality there? And do you I got to get locked in right away because I'm coming in inheriting a mess, or does it still take a second still to even get locked in? Because you still got to throw some pitches, you got to get the adrenaline of the game going on. What's the difference there between kind of cleaning up somebody else's mess and cleaning up one that you may have created?
I had to play a game with myself as a middle reliever because let's just say I came in first and third. I go, there's a puzzle, right? And maybe I'm going an inning and 2/3 today or whatever it is. I would take that and go, what's my stretch of 9 innings? That was a game that I played with myself. That was the only stat I cared about. Like, oh, I gave up 2 runs in 9 innings. I did good.
Yeah.
Right? And how many guys I leave on base? If you're doing, I think it's like 60%. If you do 60% of inherited runners, you're doing your job. I think I was at around 72%. I could look it up. That number, I know I was higher than normal.
Right.
Because I just said, all right, I got to make sure 2 things. I got to make sure I know what pitch is working that day. If I have nothing, then I'm gonna still try to get beat away. Because I'm gonna tip my cap to a big leaguer who says, man, if you take me Oppo Taco, or you just moving runners and you're able to do that, like Miguel Cabrera or whoever,
Right.
Yeah.
good guys that can do that kind of stuff, elite stuff,
Right.
anytime, any situation. You got to figure out that puzzle. So I got to at least know that I got one pitch at one area, and to me, down and away, they say inside part of the plate is hitters, outside is for pitchers, and it's true, right? You still sit there in the old adage, old rules. So when you get locked in like that, as opposed to I got a clean inning and you start farting around, no, you got to go in with the same mentality. Like, strike one's the best pitch in baseball all day long. It will be for the rest of eternity.
Yep.
I tell these kids, they're so afraid of giving up hits. I'm like, dude, you're gonna get hit.
Right.
You're gonna give up a hit today, unless your stuff is so juicy and saucy. I said, and somebody's gonna make a diving play, you'll throw a no hitter.
Yeah.
Okay, throw your pitches, throw strikes,
Get ahead. Yep.
and do your job.
Yeah.
Give us the longevity we need. It's just, again, trying to get these kids the mentality instead of like, all right, I'm trying to throw hard. Well, you're throwing ball 4, ball 8, ball 12. There's
Right.
2 in the press box, and your night's done.
Yeah.
And you got inherited runners, and you didn't get anybody out, and now you got a 4 spot with no outs. Your ERA is infinity.
Right.
Yeah. A lot of it's getting
So-
loose the right way too. Learn how, like, when you're loose finally. Like for me,
Yeah.
a lot of times I went out there and it was like the 2nd or 3rd inning and I was finally loose, and I was like, what's going on here? So.
Well, I made sure I stretched 3 times a day. I think that's why I was able to pitch until I was 40. I knew that, I wasn't a big weight room guy. I hated the weight room because I loved what it did. I just hate how it felt. And thank God I had to hire a friend of mine who was my personal trainer, because I was like, dude, I don't know what I'm doing, and I don't want to think about that. Just put me on the treadmill, put the weights in front of me, tell me how many I got, and I want to get in and get out. I'm going to throw up and I'm going to get out.
Yeah.
So just getting conditioned for that, I made sure that, like I said, how do you get loose? And here's something too. I talked to Gavin Floyd when I was with the Blue Jays. He was a starter and came into the pen, was a long guy. The long guys are kind of like the guys that get abused a lot. And you got to know your number. And what I mean by that is you got to know your number of, like, how there's a whole game show. Remember Name That Tune?
Yeah.
I can name that song in whatever amounts, right?
Right.
I said, well, play that game with yourself. How many pitches do you need to get ready? If you're just throwing, you're throwing your game down here. I said, and then what if you have to throw, catch, and maybe go in tomorrow?
Yeah. Right.
2 out of 3, usually managers, if you're throwing 2 out of 3 at a bullpen, you're done, right? Unless you're a long guy and you throw cover 5 innings, 4 or 5 innings, whatever.
Yeah.
But Gavin Floyd wound up blowing out because he didn't know his number. Because I said, dude, you can't warm up this much, bro. It's not going to be. And sure enough, he blew out. And I was like, jeez, man. Unfortunate. But my number was 11. And because I counted it, I knew how many pitches and catch I threw before the game.
Yep.
I know how many pitches I would dig to warm up. And I knew how many in the game. And then warm ups before the game. I kind of took that all into account to be like, okay, so tomorrow when I'm playing catch, I'm not going to throw as much. Because I know I want to save a few bullets for. You just have to know that, and it's always going. You're feeling how you feel,
Yep.
but also, like, do you have the feeling to say, yeah, I can do that. I'm confident. That's why guys go batting practice. Albert Pujols, one of them. He's there, tee work, right? Takes that tee work into the cage, into BP. Do you have the feeling to say, I'm confident enough to go, yeah, the guy's going to throw 95, and I'm looking for my pitch, and I put that same swing on it I did at 5 o'clock, at 1 o'clock, at 2 o'clock. Consistency,
Yeah.
right? You make the complex as simple as you can.
Yeah. Yep. Well said.
So I don't know if I'm being too general, guys. Let me know.
No.
No, I love it. I love it.
No.
Definitely. I think this is the kind
I'm
of
saying it for a reason. Kidding, not kidding.
I think this is the kind of stuff like when you're doing the broadcast and that kind of stuff, like that's what people want to hear. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so
What they want to hear.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear so much of this percentage down and splinker. I don't even know what that is. We didn't throw that in my day. I don't know what it is. A sweeper was a slider. It's
like a hanging slider,
What are we
yeah.
calling this? We upside down.
Yeah.
It's like I feel like I'm at Starbucks now. Like it's upside down latte with twisted lemon.
Yeah.
Like what is all this going into baseball? We're
Yeah.
complicating it to
Yeah.
sound more interesting, or we just don't know what we're talking about. I don't know.
yeah. What do you think about the ABS, the challenge system?
Well, it's not covering the whole strike zone. It's a sheet of paper in the middle of the plate. So if it's three-dimensional on the base, that's the smallest one of them all. Like I said they got 75% of the bases right, except the main one is still the same size. I don't understand that.
Yeah.
If they want to solve and make games faster, they don't need all this technology, but they do for betting.
Right.
I hate this. This is my fear with technology because I remember they did instant replay. I would hate for a big game. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
For a big game to be decided, we're waiting to see.
Right.
Can you imagine the anticipation of that
Right.
call for a game that's on the line that's that important? That's going to happen, and it's going to be a big topic of discussion to go, have we done right by baseball, or are we allowing crying in baseball, right?
Yeah.
Tom Hanks said that one. Are we loud crying in baseball?
There's
Well,
no
we kind
crying
of
in
have.
baseball.
That was a strike. No, it's not. Well, then why do we need an umpire?
Did you hear that?
There's no crying in baseball.
Eric Lowe.
Wow.
How about that?
Wow, you guys are keyed up there. I feel like I'm on the Howard Stern show.
Yeah. Right.
The Howard Stern show. Ba 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 booey. Ba ba booey.
Yes.
Ba ba booey.
Baba Booey.
Oh man, it's bottom of the eighth anyway. 7-1 Tigers. Way back
There's a
when.
game going on.
Way back.
What?
Way back when it was what 0-0.
I don't think we've had a commercial
2 hits.
break in like an hour. I love it.
Man,
I don't have Peacock. I'm just on a Zoom. We're infringing on copyrights. I mean, we're breaking all the rules over
Yeah.
there.
Well,
We should be drinking rock and ball.
yeah. Right.
No.
Right.
Harry Carey style. We should be drinking rock and ball. You guys should be
Heck yeah, dude.
this
Yeah.
Heck
grape
yeah.
juice.
I love it.
We'll put a box up here.
I love it.
Let's see. So it's bottom of the eighth. We appreciate you staying on this long. Definitely. Well, might as well.
All right, man.
Might as well
I'll get you a neon sign. I got a lot of advertising space behind
Seriously?
there. It's a neon sign.
Hey, we'll take it. We got it.
You know.
We got hook. We got hook. We got hooks. We got to put stuff on. So.
Got electrical outlets there?
Oh yeah.
We do.
Definitely.
Only
Free
couple
from
though.
electricity underneath McNicholas' seat? What do we got there?
Yeah, we got it. It's back here. We got a fan going back here. We got
Yeah. Yeah.
all kinds of stuff.
We had a carpet earlier today, but I spilled a drink on it. So
Yeah,
I had to pick
so-
that up.
But
Listen, I got some extra AstroTurf here in Pittsburgh. I can get the other side of the wall as a match if you
I
need
love
to.
it. I love
yeah,
it.
absolutely. Well, you see more than what everybody else is seeing too. Good. The
Oh,
Zoom,
really?
The Zoom's showing a lot of extra, but on the YouTube feed, you can only see the black and the
Okay,
jersey
all right.
and
And you're going to chop this up, edit all the highlights from our.
Yes.
Oh yeah, we'll
Yes.
definitely put some stuff out. Tag you on the Instagram. Tag Rockin' Balls. Maybe even use that one where you talked about sending the plug you had for shipping to the homes and stuff. Put that out.
Yeah. No, everything's going to be launched on the site, and I appreciate you guys letting me
Is
share
this-
my
is
my
the-
new venture, man. It's fun.
Is the wine thing something you've always
it-
had, or is it wine? The passion for wine, a new thing?
Well, I got introduced to wine from Glenn and Rush was keeping my mind. Some of the guys in the back of the plane were bringing. I'm like, do you have a wine cellar, bro? They were like, wine connoisseurs. And I'm like, I've never. My dad had a bar. I would go drink
Sure.
Labatt's Blue. And,
I love
whatever.
Labatt's Blue. Yeah.
Yeah, and so there's my Toronto connection too, right? So that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I never drank really wine. I didn't know anything about it. So my affection and love and appreciation for it came with guys that were in the big leagues that introduced me to it. And it was like, wow, this is, and again, it was a sipping drink. And, some of the plane lights, you just wanted to just feel smooth, right? After a intense day, your adrenaline was sometimes still sweating on the plane. Like,
Yeah.
God, that's why I bought some Men's Warehouse suits instead of the. who's your suit guy? God, you spilled meatballs on it when that was actually a thing. You had to wear suits on the plane.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go to Men's Warehouse, buy 2 suits.
That's funny. I never thought
$99
about
a
that.
piece. They're like,
No guys have to wear suits or nothing like
Huh?
that anymore. The
Nah.
game's changed that much where it's like
No,
no,
nothing
they
like
don't
that.
wear them no more, dude.
No.
Remember, that was the whole dress-up thing, dude.
Yeah, somebody would buy you
you'd
suits
get
when
your
you first
suit
got
taken away from you.
Yeah.
They'd cut it up or whatever, and you're like, uh-oh.
Dressed like a
And they
girl
put
one
the-
day.
the
Yeah.
dress up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Good stuff,
man,
dude.
that's funny. Yeah,
Well-
now they wear all kinds of crazy outfits on them, whatever they want.
Dude,
Yeah,
I'm-
they wear the colored socks without us putting it in their locker. They do that
Yeah.
that for, you know.
Yeah,
We'd have to have you on as a guest again, and we'd be in the other room like we were the other day.
yeah.
We would not have anybody in here with us.
No, I'm too small. Let me ask you this: what did you feel? Which uniform combo for the Pirates did you feel most badass in? Because they have some pretty cool and awesome uniforms, different color combinations.
Yeah, the black, like I said, the black jerseys. There's one right here. Nice. I got the wild card one framed on my stairwell, so I can't get that one in there. But these right here, man.
Yeah.
These are the ones that we wore, the blackouts right here,
Yeah.
Nice.
Very
Yeah.
cool. Awesome.
Yeah,
right?
it's a nice looking piece.
They're bringing this. Their new City Connects are pretty sweet this year. They brought back the pirate. AJ Burnett did a sick commercial for.
Nice.
He looks like a pirate.
I saw that he was just back there doing something.
Hey,
Yeah, they love him, man. I mean, he's got 412 tacked on his knuckles, and
Oh, really?
Grilli.
yeah, he was Batman here. That's his superhero. Mine's the Hulk. He likes Batman. I said we had some superheroes in town. We had Russ Martin.
Guess who would be? Guess who's under my name tag right here? If you took
What's
that
that?
off, if you took off McNichol, guess what it would say underneath it? Serafini.
Yeah. Okay, that's a tough one right there. buddy.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, it's baseball talk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know, it's
no,
bad.
it's a sad, right?
Somebody had to have
He was on our 2009
Yeah.
Italian team.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, anyway, yeah.
Yeah. No, that.
Yeah, so bringing down the
I
energy
didn't mean to
level
bring the
there,
vibe down.
Yeah.
So,
Well, anyways, back to that WBC. Hey, that WBC stuff is fun as a fan to watch too. Not just for the guys that participated in it, but that stuff was very exciting to watch as a fan. I love watching
It's
those.
brilliant. It's the best commercial baseball's got going,
Yeah,
and
for sure.
it's playoff baseball in spring training, which gets
Yeah.
gets long.
After Harper hit that home run, though, I'm not going to lie to you. I was bowling and watching it on the TV while I was bowling, and then they gave it up right after that. I was kind
Yeah.
of upset about
I
that.
thought for sure they were winning it when he.
Yeah, me too.
So we got one down here in the top of the ninth. So again, guys, Jason Grilli, thanks again for joining us, man. It was just awesome to have you here. I got guys texting me right now. Grilli is the shit. I gotta agree, man.
But listen, you get a bowling night.
Yeah.
I'll come out to Arizona.
Yeah, let us
Right,
know.
Where
when
are
you're
you guys again? Are you in?
I'm in Scottsdale. He's in Gilbert.
Gilbert,
Same.
just south of Phoenix. So
Oh,
we're
okay.
right here. We're
Yeah,
right
I know
here.
exactly where you guys are. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
we'll figure out the lanes. Maybe we'll put together a little
Heck
rock
yeah.
and ball charity
Oh,
thing. We'll,
shit. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be
we'll
good.
do a Diamondback game. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we got a bunch of guys out here, good friends of ours that played too, that can get them out there and stuff.
That'd be fun,
like
man.
Bellinger, Spivey, those kind of guys.
Yep.
Get them
Yep.
out and have some
It's
fun.
easy,
and
dude.
have some,
We'll
let us know
we'll
when
make
you're
fun of
coming out.
our gutter balls and everything else.
Maybe we'll put the bumpers in or something like that. But yeah,
No, it's
just,
good times, guys. Thank you
man.
for having me on, and best of luck with your show. I hope it continues to grow,
yeah.
and your fans enjoy your commentary,
Yeah,
man.
again, guys, he's Grilled Cheese 49 on Instagram and Rockin' N, just ROCKN. Rockin' Ball Wines is the new wine venture. I don't. How new is it? I don't want to say new and misspeak.
4
but-
years.
No, it's we're in our 4th year, but we're really getting started now. It
Okay.
takes they always say 3 to 5 years for any business to really
Great.
make the scene. I put a lot of pride into this brand, and I'm
Excellent.
just excited to share it. It's really fun when people give me their feedback, like they enjoyed it. It's kind of like when you sign an autograph, right? You make somebody's day. You share a moment at the field. I don't have that no more, but I could be in people's dinner tables with them, and they
Heck
could
yeah.
talk about Yogi Berra. They could talk about, wow, what's this all about? And sharing your roots. Maybe you're not Italian. You don't have to be. It's just about who you are. We're all somebody, right? Whether we put on a uniform or we're down the street doing construction or somebody's saving a life, man. We're all somebody sharing your roots. It's just about life. Maybe because I'm 50, dude, I'm getting deep in my
It happens.
I love
It
that.
Yeah.
happens. The next thing is you'll start losing your vision a little bit more and all that.
Yeah, I look more like Rick Vaughn than a grilled cheese. Aged cheddar over here.
Oh man! Well, I'm gonna encourage you to keep doing the stuff you do on Instagram. I, for one, I like to watch your stuff. I'll keep watching it. Interested to see how the pond turns out or whatever the project.
Oh
you got
yeah,
going
man.
on. So
The waterfall. We'll get you the
that'll be
deep dive. If the bowling comes, East Coast West Coast thing, maybe we start this bowling league.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Old men that can't throw strikes overhand, we'll throw them underhand.
Oh yeah.
yeah, that's a good one. Underhand.
I appreciate you, brother, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate
So,
Yeah, dude. Hey,
Thank
good.
you.
Hey, what's the P stand for? That's not a pirate hat, is it?
It stands for the pen.
Oh, I got
Well,
you.
no, it's a Puma hat. It's a Puma hat for golf. But yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say, good. I want one of the hats as I'm on your show. I need to
Yeah.
have that hat, dude.
Yeah.
we're gonna figure out a way to. Well, we have this board here. You can't see it. It's off to the side. That we've had the guys. We've had a couple in studio guys the last couple of
not
weeks.
gonna get it 'cause I'll-
Donnelly and Nelson. So we had them sign it. We're gonna figure out a way. Maybe get a card of you signed up in here. We want to just keep track of all the guys that have come on and have a little
That's
something
cool,
of
man.
them back here to show up. So again. We really appreciate you taking the time to come on with us. It's an honor and
No
a pleasure.
problem.
Honor
Listen,
and a pleasure.
it definitely wasn't about the Texas-Detroit Tigers game. Because if
No,
you want to
it's-
see that or hear about it, you're gonna have to find another channel.
All right,
we
we-
talked about everything else but that.
We got the score.
It's a no-hitter.
It's not a game anymore. So.
No-hitter, dude.
Yeah, you
That
know.
was the story, and then we murdered that.
We got the score
Butchered
streaming
it.
at the bottom, 7-1. I know at this point we mentioned the over/under was 8.5, so there's probably still people hoping for one more run in this game right here. 2 outs.
Yeah, Leiter's unfollowing you after the show. He's like, that's jinxed me, man.
Yeah, right.
That would suck because I'm a big fan of his. I'm a big fan of what I saw out there today.
Oh, dude, he's
Well,
he's
he's
legit, man.
unbelievable.
Oh, look, he's pedigree, right? His dad was
At least
Yeah.
stud.
Yeah.
And Vanderbilt, did him right, and he's on his way, man. He's a good pitcher.
Yeah.
Hey, Grill, if you can, for me as a favor, get me in touch with Casey. That'd be huge.
Sean
Sean
Case.
Casey, who I went to college. I played against him in college, Richmond and stuff. Good friends.
Oh, no kid.
But I've reached out. I don't have his number or nothing like that, so I'm just asking.
Yeah, he's a busy guy, but yeah,
Yeah.
I'll ask him if he's
That's cool.
interested in see what we got.
Cool, man. Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
so we got 3-2 count here, top 9, 2 down. Again, 15-year Major League veteran, 2013 All-Star game, 34-47 in his career, 4.22 career ERA, 79 lifetime saves. Best thing, 694 Ks in 684 innings over a strikeout per inning. Incredible career. Congratulations on all your accomplishments.
And that's not even a surprise because you can tell how this man is right here. That's why. That's
Absolutely.
what winners do.
Absolutely.
Thanks,
Thank you.
man. Hey, I'm just glad to be alive and hang with the fellas, man. Thank you, bro.
Love you, bro.
Appreciate you,
both.
Jason Grilli. Have a great night. Thank you very much.
See you soon, man.
All right, guys. Thank you very much for joining us, guys. Game is ended. 7-1 final, Tigers. And we're going to see you next week.
Yep. BMac, E Lop, and grilled cheese out.